This is talking.
Is it talking
I'm
now?
This is
totally
Brotherhood of Steel Forward Command. If anyone can hear this message, please reply.
I am like jealous of your mic quality and I want that mic.
Right.
Are you hearing background noise from my side if I am speaking and Gopher speaking at the same
Nope.
time?
Nope.
Awesome, perfect.
You're Gucci.
Alright. OBS picks both of us up and it's really annoying, so he can't do other stuff when I'm like streaming.
You know, the funny thing is this mic actually cost me like $80. It's not like this gigantic like thing, but like you should see the window of settings to make it the way it sounds.
Yeah.
Hey, Osiris, you want to know how much mine cost?
3.
0. Didn't you get yours from someone? Yeah. Shut up,
Kenny
Scully.
gave me his old Blue Yeti.
That's right. I was like, didn't you get it from someone? I can't remember who.
Yep.
It cost me a whole hug.
Yep.
So traded for a crisp high five.
Nice. Dang, I wish I had a free mic. Or got a free mic.
I didn't even know it was coming too. Him and his best friend were plotting, and then it showed up at my house.
Fair warning.
Nope. They were just like, you should get a package in the mail today, and I was like, what?
Kenny does that though, like all the time. He'll be like, "Did you get the thing I sent you?" And you're like, "You sent me what? Oh no, don't worry about it. You'll get it soon."
Yeah. When it said Kenneth Vigu on the sender, I was like,
Uh-oh.
what did you guys do?
I don't have a hive command, Cold Fay.
I noticed.
Okay, I gotta ask. 18 plus, we can swear, or would you?
Oh, you can do whatever. Just don't go overboard, but...
No. It's just
Yeah.
you'll probably get an F-bomb here and there, like if we're talking about specific subjects.
That is the only reason my stream is marked mature, so I don't have to remember to not swear.
Yep. Pretty much.
I'm not
Here.
Scully.
I'm all like, I think I got it all out of my system today with that kink shop. You missed it, Osiris. Shreds.
Look,
and
I was
built the
working.
kink shop.
Okay.
I'm gonna highlight.
I'll
it
watch.
later
I'll
if
watch
you
the
want.
VOD.
At work, you just hear Scully talk about the king shop.
The thing
I
is I work from home right now though, so like I have my computer right here in front of me where I can game, and then when someone calls me at work, I just do this and I go, "How may I help you?" And I have my work computer right here. So most of the time I'll just like lurk somewhere or something.
Definitely been there, done that on days I'm working from home.
The thing is like the work that I do, I can do 95% of my job from home, but because that 5% exists, my boss is like, "Well, eventually we're gonna have to call you back in the office," and I'm just like,
Yeah, we're working on return to office in the next couple weeks, and me being IT, we get to go in now because I'm, the last year of me going, hey, we sent everyone new laptops while they were home. We should start replacing their docking stations at their desks. Everyone was like, oh, it'll be fine. Oh, hey, this is suddenly an emergency, and we can't get them now.
We'll burn that bridge when we cross it.
Exactly.
But yeah, I'm lucky in that my company we're similar thing. We're doing return to work and whatnot. But as it turns out, my office I work in Manhattan, and our office they decided to not renew the lease. So it's just like, well, I guess I'm just permanently work from home now because I don't have an office to go to. So all right.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of places start to do that, and I'm just like, I wish. We apparently still have an in-person office culture after 2 years of remote.
I mean, like a lot of
Zoom
businesses,
right now.
like a lot of businesses have found out that having workers work from home, we're saving a lot of money. And morale's higher and work is being done better. So maybe we should look into actually having people work from home. And then the
My-
workers are like, well, I don't need to waste as much gas. I don't, I'm at home so I can go upstairs, have lunch, whatever. Morale is just better overall. I don't see why we don't need to more people being work from home, if it's not like becoming an issue where people just aren't doing their job or like they're all like, super slack. Like I can see where that could be an issue, but if it isn't an issue, I don't see why people just don't work from home if they have the ability to.
Yeah, my company's been work from home. Like they started like that, and we're always forever going to be work from home. And it is the best work environment that I have ever been part of, and everyone is so like determined to to do stuff, and it's great. I absolutely love it.
You have those people who are like, I like people, but at a distance. So this is perfect.
Like the option to occasionally go in and see people. Sometimes I miss some of the in-person just bullshit that happens, but
That's what the weekend's for. You go grab a beer at the same time.
Yeah, I like that.
You
I
act
can...
like we're not doing that at the office.
Yeah, exactly. You're just like, it's time for a Zoom call. Let me put my beer out of the camera.
Oops, nobody saw that.
No one knows what's in my coffee cup right now.
Like
You
I
turn the
just
camera off.
This is just Coke. There's no rum.
like I love like if I really don't want to get up early that day, I can be like, all right, I got work at 9 a.m. Let's wake up at 8:55.
Yep, I get you on that one. And when you're like planning to get up like a couple minutes before you go to bed, you're just like, before you go to bed, you go take your shower, you lay out your clothing or whatever, and then you're just like in work.
And then when you're like, I'm totally online working as I'm checking my email and Teams and stuff from my phone while I'm still making coffee and breakfast and like, yeah, I'm totally working right now.
Yep.
Why is the Atomic Shop music so catchy?
Scully, blame Scully.
hey, I just run the Atomic Stop, not the Atomic Shop.
Oh, I heard stop. Sorry.
Oh, shop.
like, that's
Yeah,
Scully,
like the
totally
shop.
Scully.
Well, I mean that too.
Well, like if you've listened to the Chad podcast, right? It's like we hint to it that the reason why it's so welcoming and so smooth is because people just won't want to leave. And it's these never-ending corridors of shit that you can buy. It's like the mega IKEA like mastermind,
All right, real quick. Are we all on the same like screen for Discord? Like, am I on the bottom left?
Yeah, you're on.
Okay,
you're
cool.
Right here for me.
Okay. So when I don't want to like point. I don't want to mirror point something and it'd be like completely
so
off.
Scully.
Scully is to
So-
my right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it completely depends on how I size the window.
Okay.
I have it on
100%.
full screen.
Yeah.
Well, I'll figure something else when I introduce you guys. Hey, Cyrus playing Skyrim too, and Bree, and Cold Feyhar was also playing Skyrim. I know she plays Skyrim.
Yup.
Scully, you need to catch up,
Crashing on my
Scully.
computer. Like,
A Bethesda
mods
game
are
was
you running?
crashing on your computer?
No way.
I'm like, how is Skyrim okay, in my defense, it was crashing when I decided to jump off the side of a mountain, and I reloaded and decided to re-jump off the same side of the mountain, and it crashed again. So I'm assuming it's actually the area, but...
It's just that cliff diving you're doing. It's just like, nope.
Todd did not intend for you to do this.
Or did
My
he?
question is, why don't you have your mountain physics-defying horse to scale those mountains?
Yeah.
I'm also playing on survival mode. Decisions were made for my very first Skyrim run.
So when you get low enough health, your game crashes.
Apparently.
That's what survival is. You just
It's like,
Game
oh,
crash.
darn, it crashed again. Go back in the game full of
Oh,
health,
man.
I'll buff, and then I'll go into the...
oh man, survival. I stopped playing survival on Skyrim. That stuff is way too hard compared to Fallout survival. It
Isn't it
was
like
Oh.
you get like cold from just like touching water or something? I haven't done
Yeah,
any
Yeah.
there's
survival.
temperature stuff, but you can't seem to make some type of camp to try to like raise your temperature, so you have to go like actually find a fire, and which is like annoying, and there's no fast travel.
or
And you have to eat
And
and drink.
you
or
have to eat and drink,
potions.
and you can only level up when you sleep.
Yep.
Yep. I was like, nope, I can't do that.
So you always have coin on you, so you can go to the inn whenever you find one and you sleep. Like you
Does,
basically start mapping out where all the inns are.
wait, does it still auto save or is it still sleep to save?
Sleep to save.
Okay, because I know
Yeah,
Fallout 4 was that.
I've started getting a lot better at remembering to quick save after like repeatedly rerunning the same like second. I'm like, all right, today is Skyrim death runs.
If
I
you
only
die, do you lose your items or like?
You have to
Uh,
restart.
yeah, you don't drop your stuff.
Hardcore.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna start here. Um, guys, what's up, everybody? Thanks everyone for coming out. Whoever is here, I don't know who is. Well, I know who is here, but thanks everyone for coming out. Yeah, we are on the newest episode of Distinguished Guest. I am already messing up on my words. I'm your awkward host, my password. I have a bunch of great people here. We got a great lineup. We got my co-host. It's me, Bree, or Corset lady, Mrs. Corset.
Casual in a corset.
Yes. Above me on my screen, I see Cold Fayheart. And then beside Cold Fayheart, I see Dr. Red MD. And then down below, I see Osiris. And then beside Osiris on the other end, I see Scully Face. So I'm gonna let them introduce themselves here, do a little self promo, and then we will get started. So who wants to go first?
I guess I'll get it going. I'm Dr. Red MD. Probably of all the people here, I'm the newest kid on the block when it comes to streaming like Fallout 76. Primarily, that's kind of what I kind of made my channel on. I do play other things, but mostly, just Fallout 76 stuff. Hence, being here with you guys, which is really a privilege, and I appreciate you guys letting me on the show. So can't wait to chat away with you guys. But yeah, I do stream on Twitch, so Dr. _Red_MD.
It's popcorn style, so whoever wants to go.
We're
I
all just gonna
nominate
say.
Scully.
There you
was
go.
waiting for Osiris to be like, tag you, it's Scully. So hi, I'm Scully Face. I'm primarily a Fallout 76 streamer here on Twitch. Most of my content, however, is like shows that I've created inside of the game. So yeah, that's what I do.
Well, I'll go next since I nominated you. My name is Osiris DeVirus. Don't get it confused. It's DE, not THE, because I am English and French streamer. I do a lot of variety gaming. I do quite a bit of Bethesda games: Skyrim, Fallout 76, Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas. Um, I do quite a bit of challenge runs as well while I do some streaming. I also host a show on every last Sunday of every month called The Baron Ultimatum. It is a Jeopardy style trivia Fallout show. Um, and we are just about to hit episode 9 next month. After that, we are starting the All Star Series, where we will be reinviting the winners of each episode to face off once again for the ultimate title and win the big prize at the end. And yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. I've got a special twist for the All Star Series coming this summer.
Uh, so I guess I managed to make it so I go towards the end apparently by being quiet. So that's what I get. Cold Fey Heart. Some people just call me Cold Fey or Fey. Also, I use they, their, or she, her pronouns, just so folks are aware. Yeah, variety streamer. Did a lot of Fallout. Fallout 76 is what started getting me more people hanging out. Like before that, I was trying to stream solo games, and that just wasn't good. And then like getting the community involved was probably the best thing I ever did. And then I've started streaming Skyrim as well. And my newest venture has been that I started a Thursday night D&D group. It's been a lot of fun. Been doing some one shots. Always gearing it towards one shot so that people can kind of drop in and out as available. So we can always have like guests on coming and hanging out. People of all experience. So yeah, that's kind of what I do.
Hi everyone, it's me Bree. I'm your casual in a corset, even though I'm in a bodice today, but that's okay. I stream mostly Fallout 76, so I've been like kind of changing it up a little bit. We've been doing some Skyrim. It's my first playthrough. I'm a zappy necromancer, high elf, uh, vampire. I think that's everything. Yeah, I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays and Sundays, so you should come hang out.
Nice. And I'm AOL again. Um, I am also a hybrid variety streamer, very similar to Osiris. I do a lot of challenge runs, whether it's in Fallout or Skyrim or insert that type of game there. Um, yeah, and I started doing balloons as well, so that's a lot of fun too. Um, but that being said, we got a bunch of interesting questions today. Um, but before that, this is the last day of the giveaway. So if you guys want to enter, exclamation point enter in the chat, each winner that is picked will get a chance to pick from the list of games, which is from exclamation point games in the chat. The only requirement is to be a follower because the thingy will not pick you if you're not following, or a follower or whatever you want to call it. Anyways, with that being said, let's hop in here. Question one. A lot of these are Fallout 76 related too. So we just saw the 2022 roadmap. That was released like what, a few days ago, a couple days ago. I don't remember what day.
3 days ago, I think.
Sure. I just remember it was recently. Yeah. So we got a little glimpse of that. What are you most excited about, and what are your issues with it?
I'll go first if no one wants to. I don't mind.
Go ahead. Go.
So, as Scully would know, because Scully and I are really good friends, we talk about a lot of stuff, especially when it comes to like Fallout content and stuff like that. I love to analyze everything, take it apart, put it back together, all that stuff. A lot of the scientific view towards what's coming out, and I quite often will dabble in almost everything PTS. Um, with the new map, I absolutely love the concept for Invaders from Beyond. I think it's a really great event. It's got really good vibes. A lot of people have been waiting on those Zetans to show up eventually, ever since, we've been speculating that they're around somewhere. We saw the corpses in the new Enclave bunker. Spoilers. Um, if you were one of those few that managed to do the magical tricks of going through walls that we were so accustomed to before they stopped us from doing that. Um, the only gripe that I have about it is the places that they picked for the event to take place. Um, Charleston being the number one. Honestly, I know exactly why they would pick Charleston, because the building is there, and it's kind of like the whole Independence Day type feel where the aliens are coming down above the building. Um, but it's got a really big lag issue. That's the only thing that I've got to bring out. Like, they've got to try to fix it where the lag is a little bit less, because even like a couple of buddies and I, which run ridiculous computers with like gigabyte internet, we were just chopping it up like lumberjack style while the events were going on. So, um, yeah, a lot of feedback from the PTS. Just a couple things that they could change up to make it a lot better, but that in particular is a really good feel. And probably the most anticipated thing I have with the roadmap is obviously the Nuka World on Tour, because I am a gigantic Nuka freak, if you will. I love everything Nuka. Nuka Cola, Nuka World. The DLC was my absolute favorite, and just remember, everyone, Cappy loves you, right, Scully?
No. I'm really hoping Cappy's the final boss in that.
Yo, I said it. Cappy and Bottle with huge guns, give them tons and tons of health, and we get to murder them. That's the last boss. I want it to be that.
A giant robo cappy.
Yeah, a giant Robo Cappy that just goes, "I love you," as he like fires missiles and lasers and stuff.
Oh my goodness. Also, I love that gun.
Zap, zap.
It's like the alien blaster, but Nuka World skin.
It's the Thirster Zapper.
Thirst
Yeah.
zapper. But
So when it comes to the alien event, I have some kind of mixed feelings because I'm very, very, very excited because I've been wanting Zayton stuff for so long. But I'm just disappointed that it's just an event. I was really hoping we get something, like I don't know, something more. I don't know how
Consequential.
much lore is supposed to be in the event. I don't know if they're doing like how the Mothman Equinox had a little bit of lore into it, or if it's is it just tell me what is the lore?
Well, the Zetans were pretty prominent about 100 years, like 2100. About you see them in Fallout 3, obviously with the Mothership Zeta DLC, but there are some instances around the United States where Zetans were supposedly spotted before the Mothership Zeta invasion. So we know that they were around. The fact that we saw them, the three corpses inside of the Enclave bunker, confirms that. They're adding on to the lore, but yeah, I absolutely am with you there, Bree. I was hoping that this was going to be a story content and not an event. Now they could have done it as well with like other MMOs where they do like a small event for like a week, which leads into a story arc. That would have been fantastic.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was like my complaint. It was like I need more story content because I'm sure all of us get burnt out way too quickly, and Brotherhood of Steel wasn't that great.
No,
Um, I mean, Wastelanders
Still
on the
haven't
other
run
hand,
through it yet.
you're
Wastelanders was
not
good,
missing much.
but
You're really not
You'll be
missing
done
much.
in about 3 hours.
yeah,
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Wastelanders was good, but
Which took 6 months or more
yeah,
to make.
Yep.
yeah. I wish like I just wish it was a story or like or at least like a chain of side quests or something that's not an event because I don't want to stream like that many hours of one event on the hour. Like it's like I I'm gonna start like getting mad. I'm gonna start like wanting to play other games and like leave. So it's like I just
You're just
need
starting.
yeah
It's like it's just going on now.
yeah. So like yeah
See, I gotta say one of the nice things about having events every hour on the hour is I have something to do every hour.
That's true.
I mean, and I
True.
tend to run a lot of like silos and queens still, so it gives me something to do when I'm like locked out on all the silos. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go
Welcome.
do these stuff on the hour while other people hanging out with me are running silos, and
The event. What exactly are the rewards? Because obviously, like Fosnock, you get a guaranteed 3-star
There's
reward out of that, which is pretty nice.
There is
Um,
a plethora of new stuff. You actually get new weapons. There are alien. Well, you get the alien
oh
blaster now.
finally
It's not just a dev plan. There
Mhm.
is a rifle called the disintegrator. And there will be plans for each of these, which will give you modifications to the elemental damage that it will do. There will be cryo, poison. Um, the regular gun is an energy weapon, just like the ultra sight and stuff like that. So you'll be able to one, get the gun, and then get the mod plans for it, and hopefully you catch them all, and then you find someone you find the one that you like for me, for example, I'm going to be messing around with the disintegrator, trying to make a bloody spaceman jumping around with a alien rifle and just having a bunch of fun with that.
Oh, I love energy weapons.
So Fallout
Yep.
4, basically.
They're getting a buff, by the way. For anyone who doesn't know, with the new update on March 1st, they are actually technically they're buffing.
Well, technically, they're fixing it.
They're fixing, yeah, because it was
Yeah.
a bug where armor was taking away too much damage from energy and elemental weapons. So now they're going to do a lot more damage. I was testing it out on the PTS, and like per shot with like max stuff, you're looking at around a difference of 100 to 200 damage a hit. And that's without crits. So, depending on your build, obviously.
I may
It's
go back
going
to
to be
my
nice.
I may go back to my pistol tech build for a little bit. Like I was just like the
Pistols.
amount of rounds I had to throw at like a queen to do anything on that build. Like
See, that's the downfall with pistols, which kind of saddens me because I really love using the pistol, and you can do a lot of stuff, especially since they introduced the Crusader pistol. It's a really fun weapon.
They
But
need an automatic mod for that. For the
absolutely,
that'd be
absolutely.
amazing. That so they need well, one thing that I really hope one day that we'll get is a weapon rebalance where they just go and like change the values for everything across the board, because one of my favorite weapons that just do not get enough love, bows. I love a good bow build. I love just running around like a maniac with the I forget what it's like a waster bow or something like that, and just like some weirdo just running around Appalachia with a bow and
Oh,
arrow.
the Blood Eagle
Yes,
skin there.
yes, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
So that's my one thing. I mean, it's not on the roadmap, so
Yay, stealth archer builds.
They were
Right.
fun. When Wastelanders came out, it was the first build I experimented with. It was a
Yeah.
lot of fun. It's just that VATS is broken with arrows, which is funny because the arrow, like if you actually VATS and the bug happens like 90% of the time, you'll see the arrow just freak out mid-flight and then just go like way left field. And I don't know why it does that, but use crossbows, ladies and gentlemen. Use crossbows. That's all I gotta say.
Oh my goodness.
my favorite is when you shoot it and it goes like, and you're
Yep.
like, what happened to the forward
Where did it
momentum?
go?
Yeah.
Yeah, how did it go like this? and then
Remember,
fall in front of it?
Appalachia is a simulation, right? It's a glitch in the matrix.
and arrows break physics.
Yep. Did we all get a chance to answer this question?
Well, gosh, I think we have a lot more to cover on it still.
Yeah.
I think we only touched
We-
on
we just-
aliens.
Yeah.
Can I just say that
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think the biggest disappointment from the community in general is there's no story content for an entire year. It's all events that last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Can we all agree on that? Like, come on.
Yeah, I think at least for me, for the alien event, it's like, okay, we have this. How long is it again? It's like what, 2 weeks?
2 weeks. Yeah,
Something like
2
that.
weeks.
And then what?
Now,
More like double gold like weekends or whatever. Like, oh
They
wow,
s-
Minerva's here. What an amazing treat.
they said that the devs did say that the Zetans were here for 2 weeks. There's going to be the invasion angle that we get where they pop down, we get the waves, we kill them, blah blah. They're supposed to come back for a few other events that are going to pop up throughout the year, supposedly. It's not on the roadmap. It's not on the thing that they released. What was it, today? I think, where they showed us the next like 4 months. So whether that's going to come true or if it's just going to be pushed back, we don't know. But the Zetans are, yeah.
Recurring small events through the year sounds like a great spot to start putting in lore on this thing if someone was, thinking about it. What?
It's like, I want more stories.
I mean,
There is-
Bethesda, if you want to give me a paycheck, I'll write all the stories you want. I'll write
Yeah.
you stories for like 4 years straight.
Just hire the entire modding community that's blown up around.
Okay, let's face it. Almost any game could do that and get
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
They have so much story that they could be telling with the time period we are set in with 76.
Yep.
And it's just not there. They can do hundreds of things with what they have right now, and they're not.
Yep. I think one speculation that I had with a couple of friends is that they don't want to touch the lore too much because people are figuring that Fallout 5 will actually take place close to Fallout 76's timeline, but on the West Coast. So they don't want to mess too much with the lore.
So 5 years of 2-week events.
So does that mean
Okay.
we have like 2 pages now on Fallout 5? Because I remember they had 1 page about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a page. It was a napkin. Todd was drunk in a bar
Just a
one
napkin.
night, and he was just writing ideas that came to him. And then he was like, here, Fallout 5, do it.
Oh goodness.
There's lipstick on the corner, you know.
Call
He's
me.
Todd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some random number. Just
555 55.
Right. You guys ready to move on to the next question, or you guys still have more? Well, I mean, we all have more thoughts on this question.
I want
for
my
me, you might
pets.
want to move on because we're going to be on this
Ooh,
question.
yeah,
Yeah.
let's go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and I was
Feel
gonna say, I
bad.
feel
Yeah.
like there's the perfect segues
Yep.
into the next question where we're already talking.
Yes, because the next question does relate to story content of 76. The question is, if we got to make our own story, the next story expansion for 76, what would that entail? In a brief description. We can Todd this.
Vault Tech.
Ooh. I would love
Yeah.
to see them continue the Mistress of Mysteries.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually,
Oh.
yes.
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 That
I
is one.
forgot about that. There you go.
I am in the middle of running that one because someone like told me where to go find it, and I am loving that one, and I want more.
It's like the
My
best
girlfriend's
question.
just screaming like, yes, do more mysteries.
It's like the best quest chain in the game for side quests.
It didn't
Oh,
get
yeah.
You
enough
don't like
love.
the DMV quest?
Oh yeah, that's like the best quest.
Boot him off the Discord call right now.
We actually talked about that last episode about our favorite quests.
See,
Yeah.
I'm Canadian, so I didn't know anything about the DMV. I've never been to a DMV, but then when I first saw the quest, I asked my American friends, and I was like, "Is this really what you have to go through?" And it's like, "Yes,
Yep.
yes,
Yep. I was like, when I first did it, I was just like, bro, I don't want to play this game anymore. Like I don't want to continue the story.
Literally, it was so real it hurt. I was like, oh no.
If I had to choose one for me, to be honest, besides the ones that have already been picked, because they are all great things that we could follow through, I want to learn more about what the factions will do to conquer the Scorched. I want to know why the Brotherhood of Steel chose Atlas. Like, we know it's a weather machine, okay? But, like, since they've taken it over, we've heard nothing on the Accord. It's all been about, you know, Cold Steel and Steel Rain and all that stuff. And that basically took us nowhere. It was all fluff. To like the grand scheme of things, you know, like does everyone notice that
Yeah.
since Wasteland came out, Modus has had 5 more modules light up? Is no one else keeping
no.
track? Am I the only one?
Here we go.
Yeah, no, I would love to see more stuff with the fact.
Where's my tin hat?
I don't feel like there's super meaningful decision to be made picking like factions that you're kind of like helping with or doing things with, and I'm like, I want more to this. I want there to be like consequences or perks of like, and there's not. I don't know.
Yeah, like I don't have the answer, but what they're doing is not the answer. The way they're going about picking factions is very like, I don't know, it feels like they're trying to do the same thing they did in their old games, but because it's multiplayer, they're like, well, we can't do that. So I feel like they haven't really figured out how to make this meaningful and still keep, their choices without ruining it. I don't know.
I feel they missed out. Like they gave us a taste, when we had the faction grind for the settlers and the crater raiders. They should have did that for every faction in the game. You wanted to be a free state? Go be a free state. They got quests that you want to do. They got dailies. But if you do the free state quests, you can't do the enclave quests because they're, at ends.
Yes.
That would have who RPs with their character? There's your main plot right there. Well, this character, he's a Brotherhood of Steel, but my other character, he's a follower of the Mothman. So he's with the Mothman right now doing dailies for them, stealing shit from other factions. Huge
Yes.
missed opportunity, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I think that's the worst part of it is you don't get any satisfaction. There's no payoff to any of these like threads, like you said, that introduce a new faction. It's like, oh, cool, I love this. I want to learn more about it. What's the lore behind it? And on to the next faction, and then just like never touch that thread, that story thread ever again. And now here we are. Like, what happened? What's going on with this? What is the payoff? Don't just put something out there and then just leave it hanging and not give us the satisfaction of an answer or an ending or something like that, or a continuation. Like many of the factions in the game, there's just so many threads that they could follow, and it's just nothing ever comes of it.
Uh,
Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say like, and I'm probably gonna be weird on this because I also didn't even do most of this quest. I wanted to see Rose be more than just a tutorial bot for different weapons in the game. Like as soon as I realized that at the beginning, I completely stopped running any of her stuff, and now I've got a syringer I can't get rid of because I haven't run this stuff.
I wanted
But
to
it's
see
like,
Rose end up in a garbage pen, and I wanted
I
to
mean,
put her there.
I
Oh.
I still will never forget actually when I first started playing and like I actually walked in and saw Rose for the first time and the look on my face and then the look on my mod Iron Gopher's face who sits next to me and like just as he's like looking over watching me as he sees my face seeing Rose and I'm just like wait what because he'd already been playing since beta and I had just started but yeah, I wanted to see that be more like as soon as I realized it was just tutorial plot, I was just like, yeah, never mind. I'm good, thanks. I already know what build I want to run, what weapons I want to run, and now I have a pointless weapon I'm not going to use ever.
But
Yeah.
at least they redeemed her a little bit with the Wastelanders stuff.
Yeah, I like how they utilized her in that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'd love to have her as a companion.
Oh. No.
She's
Okay,
so
Don't worry,
sassy.
So
that'll
would
get added when
I
they
would
put in
far
4-star
prefer
legendaries and pets.
her over Beckett complaining about my choice of camp location every 2 seconds. Like,
Look, Grandpa keeps farting in my garage, okay? I think I've got the worst of it.
Our grandpa constantly going, "Hey kid, pull my finger."
Oh,
No.
too late.
Yeah, when it comes to though some of these quests and stuff not really feeling significant, one of the things I'm very sad that we never got, but we got so close is I really wanted to meet the OG Maxon. I was so crushed when we did not get a chance to meet him. Like I wanted to talk to him at least over the radio or something, and the fact I couldn't just destroyed me.
All we get is Dodge telling us we're losers now.
He's the real loser. Dodge just dodging out on everything all the time. He doesn't even help us on, oh, well, you gotta go do another thing. Why don't you do it, Dodge? Why you keep dodging all your responsibilities?
Send him into the
That's why we
daily
call him
ops to get
Dodge.
killed.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Dodge makes me mad.
all his intros
Oh.
to the daily ops stuff.
I
Oh,
think I have
man.
a mod that actually just turns that off. Like I don't even hear his voice anymore.
Oh.
Like the pop up pops up for a second and then it goes away. I'm like, oh, sweet silence.
Oh,
like
wow.
speaking of like voices and like plot and lore stuff, has anyone noticed that one of, if not the only, it might not be the only, I might just have missed it, but one of the few like plot dialogue things where you can't skip the person's dialogue is Modus in the Enclave quest.
Mm-hmm.
Like almost everything else, you could skip through dialogue. Modus and the Enclave quest, and every time I start a new tune and I need to do Enclave quest, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, Modus, shut up.
And he talks the slowest too.
Ah.
Man.
Yes. He's what's his name in Ferris Bueller? What's the teacher's name? I forget that actor, but that's Modus.
Ben Stein.
Ben Stein, that's it. Ben Stein is Modus.
Like,
The whole monotonous like, yes, welcome to the Enclave bunker, and you're like, oh fuck, can you please just hurry up?
and then the last time I was running Enclave quest, I think I was below level 50. I don't remember where I was. So one of my viewers was like backpacking me through a bit, and he got so bored waiting on me to listen to Modus for I quit and stuff that he started aggroing all the robots in White Springs, and we had to go bounce the servers. I was just like, no.
I
Give me
think
back
if
my XP.
70 I think if 76 is your first experience with Enclave, you're gonna hate the Enclave. Like, there's no way you can possibly like them having to listen to Modus talk all the time. Like, he's creepy.
He's the last boss. Mark my words. I'm gonna say it every day.
It,
I have a friend who runs an Enclave RP group on PlayStation, and they literally wrote to Modus out there like, "We don't use that AI." I was like,
He's bad juju.
speaking of Modus and AI and robots, I guess my what I want to see is bringing back Institute. I know it kind of doesn't fit the
that'd be
time
nice.
thing
Well,
in
because
there.
yeah,
200
the
years
institute
Um,
hasn't. Yeah, the
but
institute's still the university right now.
but I think of it as a Fast and Furious movie where they just randomly bring back people and add story to it and keep making stuff. So I do want to see Institute like do something like that, whether it's like good or bad. I just want something because we're getting nothing.
Like
Uh,
seeing like first gen synths would be pretty interesting. I feel.
Okay,
Right.
I have an argument to back the ability to have Institute and have them not even just be first gen but be full third gen is look at everything else in the game. It's all fully developed like it is in the other games. So
Oh,
why
true.
not
Yeah.
just bring in Institute?
yeah,
I mean, you can turn around and be like, they came up with time travel, so here we are.
I
and
think
fast
that's something
travel.
they super missed out on in the game, and I always say it is the ability to have proto enemies because I don't know why they didn't do it.
Ooh, that brings up. Sorry, this is like a completely different tangent and whatever else. Well, speaking of like enemies and things like that in the game, one of the things that I think the developers missed out on was not using the final boss from the Steel Rain DLC. That like the scientist who turns himself into a
Yeah, the
an
Incredible Hulk there.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Why couldn't that? They could have just taken that model or whatever and just put it as a world boss. Like we wouldn't need to wait. When are we supposed to get a world boss in winter
Mhm.
of next year?
Yep.
You have one right now. Put it in and make it a new. Make it you spawn it with a nuke or whatever.
I mean, from the get go, they could have gave us like this gigantic Chinese robot because the Chinese were kind of like the bad guys to start off with, right? Like with the war just finishing and blah blah blah.
Give me a bunch of liberators stacked up like a transformer.
Yeah,
Oh
just
my
like
god.
Voltron Liberator comes together, like I don't know, in the Cranberry Bog, and it's just like we must annihilate all American, blah blah blah.
You can have it crash out of the factory, out of
Out of Mama
whatever it's called.
Gotchas, yeah.
It drops a giant like blanket size propaganda flyer.
Flies
You could
through
sell
the
that one for 2 caps.
sky.
oh man. All right, so we can move on to the next question. Um, how do you feel about Bethesda delaying things extensively, whether there's a reason or not? For example, 4 stars, pets, insert whatever here.
I'm just gonna jump right in for this one. So I I don't like it, right? I don't think anybody does. I think my big issue is they'll say things like this and say, "Oh yeah, 4 star listeners and whatever else," and it's like, "Oh, awesome!" Everyone's like, "Yes, cool, can't wait to see it." pets, whatever. I mean, like I'm not a big camp guy, so like pets isn't really inside my wheelhouse. But I can very much appreciate that people have been anticipating and desiring pets for quite some time, and you have it on the roadmap, and everyone's hyped up about it. And it's like, okay, we gotta wait. Sure, whatever. They gotta work on it. It's taking a little bit of time. That's fine. I can wait however long. Just as long as I know that it's like in the works, that it's like on the table. And then you just take it out of the roadmap and you don't say anything about it.
Yeah, it's the
What?
communication.
You can't do
I-
that.
Yeah.
You gotta at least say, listen, guys, we know this is a hotly anticipated feature or features, and you guys have been waiting on it. However, due to XYZ, whatever's going on, we're and looking at what we're able to do right now, we just can't make it happen realistically within whatever time frame that we had set for ourselves. So, maybe we'll keep it on the back burner, but at least you know where we stand.
Because
The
pets were
end.
done. Pets were done. They had announced it. They were
Yeah.
like, yeah, we're dropping them, and then it's just like poof, disappearing act.
Yeah.
Let's not talk
Mm.
about it anymore.
And let's bring up the fact that they had the emotes for the pets. They had like pet commands and stuff in the Atomic Shop,
And they took them out.
and then they pulled them out, and then it just poof disappeared.
Which
Yep.
tells me something big happened bug wise and stuff to do that. But it's like, it's the communication. Like, fine, delay what you need to delay. I get it. I've done bits of coding, I've done bits of scripting, 99 bugs in the code, 99 bugs, take one down, patch it around, 127 bugs in the code.
Yeah.
I get it. But communication, where.
If there's
Really.
ever a community that's going to accept that something is wrong or whatever, if you explain to us, generally speaking, I think we'll be like, that sucks, but okay, at least you told us why.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's all we
there's
ask, and we just don't seem to
Thanks
get
for
it.
caring. Thanks for caring. But you need to tell
Tell
us.
us.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's no communication, there's no transparency, and I feel like they not for this roadmap, which probably is why it's so vague, but I felt like they were really overshooting things that clearly they weren't ready for them. And again, it's fine if you push it back and everything, but this isn't the first time, this isn't the second time, it's not even the third time. It's things have just never really lined up with the roadmap. And it's okay if you guys need to make your roadmap take a little bit longer. Plan out that extra month or two if you like pretty much know it's going to take a little bit longer. If you know you have a bunch of projects and you need to focus on the main thing and you need to push those aside, just tell us that. That's all we're asking for.
I can't remember who said it, but I saw it on Twitter when the roadmap came out, and they basically had gone back, and every roadmap that they released in the last what now almost 3 years has never been met. They've never released a roadmap where something wasn't pushed back,
Yep.
and I'm just like, okay, like this needs to be addressed. Like you can't just keep going on and on and on putting out a roadmap and then just being like, well, finally we made maybe 50% of what we put on the roadmap, and the stuff that comes out doesn't work properly, and then you're basically stuck with like a shit ton of bugs coming out with the stuff
yeah.
that they did put out, and then they go, hey, we're sorry, here's 5
Gosh, not.
fireworks.
Here's some extra objectives. Here's some extra dailies or weeklies or
And-
whatever it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Give to us.
I do feel like.
ugh.
Sorry.
No,
I do
no,
feel like.
just
Oh, yeah. I feel like not meeting like roadmaps or plans is like the definition of project management in any industry, no matter what it is.
Mhm.
And but it's like at this point you should start building in things to start to compensate for where you're starting to see it, if possible.
Because you
You
can
know?
put a roadmap out there and then say, well, here, this is the roadmap with things that we've worked on and are about to be completed that we're going
Yeah.
to release. But here's also another section, like roadmap, like part 2, if you will, of things that we're looking on building upon or changing. These aren't going to be ready anytime soon, but we're letting you know that these are projects that we're working on. That would give an excitement to the community that, oh shit, look, pets are on their way, they're talking about it, or 4-star legendaries or new story content. But we know it's not going to be coming anytime soon, so we don't have an expectation of when it should be coming out, and we're not disappointed when everything gets pushed back. because whatever happens. I think
Or
that's the way that they should go about it.
or even like, here's our guaranteed roadmap. We know we're hitting these 4 or 5 things. And on top of that, here's our hopes and dreams roadmap. We're
Yes.
working
Yeah.
on these things. We'd really like to get them out in this time. We're not sure, but we're going to let you know. This is,
Yep.
Yeah, I think with the roadmap and the content, whatever else. So the one thing I kind of always go back to with this game is that Fallout 76, by its own admission, is a live service title, right? So live service titles are things like MMOs, like ESO, right? Let's talk about a contemporary within the same company. ESO kind of falls into the same wheelhouse. They're obviously two different games, but they still
Well, Red,
serve a similar purpose.
you said it. A lot of people don't look at it this way, but Fallout 76 is an MMO. It's not the traditional MMO, but it is an MMO.
Yeah, and so the point I was just gonna drive to was that you have these other game developers where they will put out a roadmap, and generally speaking, they're hitting those targets. And so when you have 76 come in and just consistently miss targets, when you have your community making jokes that an update is more likely to be pushed back than released, you did something wrong. Things have
Yep.
gone horribly wrong. But it's we, like you were saying before, the expectations. We just don't expect anything anymore. Like, it's bad. They announce these new things, and when I was reading the just people's takes and everything like that on Twitter and wherever else, usually when a company releases a roadmap, people are excited. It's like, oh, look at this! Look at all this cool stuff that's coming out. Da, 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 da. Meanwhile, all the people that I'm reading are just like, "I'll believe it when I see it." Oh, it's gonna get pushed back. It's like, oh, is it real? Oh, and then I started seeing, where's 4-star legendaries and pets? And people were picking it apart. And I was like, this is a PR nightmare.
Yep.
like
Oh man.
on those
Yeah.
types of things, I was it's kind of tangentially related. Like, I was playing New World for a bit, and when they like closed down the trading post because of stuff, and people were like all having screams and fits, I literally I made one of those, oh, first time, huh, memes for like Fallout 76 players, just being like, yeah, oh, is this first time?
A large group of the Discord that we play 76, when we moved over to New World when it came out, when they started doing all that, like you said, we're all like, we're not surprised. Like, we're used to it.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, it's
We'll do something else for a week.
uh, our Scully, did you answer yet? I think you did,
I
or
think it did.
kind of. Okay, just wanted to make sure. I was gonna go last and then segue into the next question because that also segues to what Dr. Red was talking about. Now I just lost my train of thought.
Wait, yours was
Oh,
a train, like on
yes.
tracks?
Yes. Unlike the roadmap. I was thinking,
Ooh.
when I thought of this question, my first initial thought was if you guys have seen the South Park episode, the Black Friday South Park episode, when they were talking about when Butters went to George R. R. Martin's house to talk about Game of Thrones, and he was asking when are the dragons gonna arrive, and he says they will eventually. It's already written out. I just need to put it out there. I feel like we're all Butters right now, just constantly asking when are these things gonna happen, because you keep saying they're gonna happen. You're putting them out, but it's not there. And then this case they tangent off to George R. R. Martin tangents off to another thing, aka more Atomic Shop items. But it's yeah.
Sorry,
like,
on the
and
topic
not
of
even a
Atomic Shop
whole lot.
items, real quick. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was like, and there's not even a lot of that either.
Well, yeah, I was just gonna say,
Colin's
what's getting really
sassy.
bad? Yeah, things are going really bad when they're not even putting out any Atom Shop items anymore, and we're just getting like re-releases or just recolors of stuff that we already owned. And remember the whole cabinet fiasco?
Excuse me, good sir. You got your open cabinet. Be happy, okay?
And now Foss not.
Oh my god.
But
Now we're gonna get the half open cabinet next week.
Mhm. That's gonna be the next Fallout First item.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's
You're
gonna
gonna
be
get the one with the
another.
file folders spilling out of it and overflowing, you know.
Yo, if there was one that where you got an animation where we clicked on it and one of the file cabinets would open up and a bunch of paper would fly out, I'd be happy with that. To be honest, it's more than we've gotten.
It'd be cool if like you like rifle through a folder and it's like you're like looking at it, pulling one out. It's like the games that you can play. You could have
Yeah.
one with like the file folder thing. Or whatever. I don't know why you would, but you could.
Yep.
Throw
Can I
your
get a
companion in front of it.
Can I get like a mini one I can pick up and like throw at people?
Ooh.
Right.
It's a throwable object. It's not a camp item. It's a consumable.
Give
like
me
a
the junk
firework.
jet.
Bethesda, are you hanging out here and watching this? We're giving you all these ideas.
Okay, but let's move on to the next question. All the 76 updates have been free. Would you pay for future ones?
Nope. Absolutely not.
I would if it were a huge expansion with new locations, characters, and storylines.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
100%.
Yeah, no. If you're asking me to pay money, like my expectations go way higher than what we gotten to date.
Either new expansions or if they were to do something like server size changes or something like that, like that type of thing, like yes, I would pay for something like that, but
Yeah.
Like if the pit was as big as Appalachia and had as much content as Appalachia, yeah, I'd pay for it.
Mhm.
But you're asking me to what, pay $10 for Zetan Invasion for 2 weeks? Kind
Oh,
of
no.
stuff? No,
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
not. Absolutely
No.
not.
Or
yeah,
even
yeah, yeah.
even if we did like the Destiny 2 route, like that whole thing lasts the entire time until the next expansion, not just the 2 week.
Yeah, give me Wastelands, a Wasteland size DLC. I'll think about it. Yeah.
So yeah, well, on the topic of Destiny 2, so yeah, you pay $60 for like the annual update, which
Yeah.
this would have been the last one before the most recent one was just released at Witch Queen. It was like $60 for the year, and then you had every 3 months it was like $10 per 3 months. And the fact whenever I'm looking at like these similar types of games like Fallout 76 and Destiny, it's like the stuff that you get out of like when you actually put money in, it's just so much better. It's just like, you know what? Honestly, if Fallout 76 said, "Hey guys, listen, mea culpa, we apologize. Everything the things that we want to do, we can't do within like the free model that we promised. So going forward, we're gonna do bigger, more expansive, like you said, quest content and whatever else. But they're gonna be paid expansions. If it meant a better game for the future, I would be into it. Obviously, I'm definitely gonna like wait for reviews kind of on the six
Yeah.
because my expectations for the developers of 76 are kind of right now. So
Mhm.
and there's the caveat of if I'm paying for a Fallout First subscription, it better like maybe
Yeah.
cost less money for the expansions
Yeah.
Or
than
put out
someone who's
more.
not. Or you do something where maybe you slightly up the cost of Fallout First expansion, but then those other Fallout First, but then those things are like then rolled
Included.
into and included.
are
Yeah.
you excited about the Fallout First? What was it in the roadmap? I don't have it
Fallout
in front of me.
First upgrade or whatever it was called.
Upgrade, yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow,
I
we're
didn't
really
even
getting my
look and
value for my
see what
money
it was.
now.
Yeah.
Because right now, Fallout First is basically like, here's your tent and your scrap box, be happy. That's basically what you're paying for right now.
Well,
Like,
and private server.
well, yeah, private server, true. But like in terms of like content that you get within the game, not talking about the server, it's basically you're paying for your tent and your scrap box. Because let's be honest, you're not paying $15 a month to go, oh, I got another ranger outfit.
Oh my god.
Or the limited monthly
I got-
item.
I got a
I think-
bungalow.
I think the bog creeper, I think it was called, the bog creeper outfit where you look like Jason Voorhees. I think that was the best outfit that's come out for Fallout First. But besides that, I could care less about my 17 ranger outfits that I have.
But
Like,
yeah,
I mean,
Like,
I've got one if I go to the desert. I've got one if I go to the bog. I've got one if I go to the forest. I got, it's like, come on.
that ketchup
And they
bundle
sit
they have
in my
right now.
stash. And they sit in my stash and take up space.
Yeah.
That's what mules are
Oh.
for.
Exactly.
Which Was that? I don't remember. Was that one of the questions? Did we have the Bethesda launcher be going away? Was that one of the questions or no?
Oh
Mm,
no,
maybe.
no. It can be, but no, not right now.
Quick, lightning fast question. Go, go, go.
I already play 76 through Steam.
Yeah, I was like one less launcher to worry about.
I
Yeah,
don't.
I think
Yeah.
that's a general consensus. It's like Bethesda launcher wasn't great. Was really only for 76, and it going away. The only bad thing for me personally is that I use the Bethesda version as like my mule account, and then I'll play with both
Yeah,
the Bethesda account and the
Oh,
Steam account
yeah.
open, so I can trade. But
yeah,
I'll figure out. I'll work
yeah,
The
on it.
thing is my main account is on the Bethesda launcher, so all my Atomic Shop stuff, and I've got like thousands of dollars of Atomic Shop bullshit on my account. Like I almost have the entire wardrobe. So when it moves over to Steam, I'm kind of scared. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of
You-
scared that I'm
you
gonna lose some
worry.
shit. I'm worried. I'm very worried.
I am curious though, for people who do have it on Steam and Bethesda launcher, what happens?
That's a big question. It's a big
Oh,
worry that a
yeah.
lot of people have right now.
that was
Yeah, like
actually me. Uh, I had it originally on Bethesda launcher, but this was when Wastelanders first came out. They gave me a copy of Steam. I think
Mm.
from what I remember, everything transferred over. But then again, I didn't have much to begin with.
yeah, but
So
what
I
if you
wasn't.
have two totally different accounts going though?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you won't be able to.
yeah,
You'll have to
Yeah.
basically have another computer logged into the second Steam
yeah,
because one IP will not be able to open two Steam accounts. That's the
yeah,
problem. So if you have now
Yeah.
two Steam accounts running,
Virtual
you're
machines.
yeah, exactly. You either have a virtual machine running
There's
one
always a
or
workaround.
yeah,
I wonder.
it's just going to be painful to do it and
Yeah.
there's a big chance that things go wrong. That's the
Yeah.
thing. Well,
I wonder if Rage 2 for me will do that same thing because I have Rage 2 on Bethesda. I wonder if that's gonna go over to Steam too.
Yeah,
I don't know.
from what I read, it sounds like they're gonna go over how to like port all of your stuff over to Steam.
Hmm.
So it sounds
They'll
like
probably
everything's gonna carry over.
Yeah, and I mean, if a problem pops up, they'll probably just say, you know what, just give it to them. Whatever.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
give it. It's gone. So whatever.
Yay for added question. But next question. Um, it's also roadmap related. We also just recently saw the season 8 roadmap as well. I guess this week or yesterday or whatever day it was. What are you looking forward to the most and the least? We'll pull it up here on the
I guess
stream.
I'm trying to pull it up.
I
I
guess the
pulled it up
most
on the stream.
the most exciting thing for me is the Mothman events coming back because I was doing holiday stuff, so I didn't really get to play it that much. Other than that, there really isn't anything new. There's a meat week. Again, I love meat week.
well, I mean,
We're getting
March 1st we get
two.
the invasion.
I'm excited to have dates on a schedule for stuff. But that's actually how I feel about all of the season
76
Oh,
community,
man.
schedules.
everybody.
Oh man.
Oh my
But
goodness.
yeah, I don't. It's tough to get excited. I mean,
Mhm.
me personally, like the Zeton stuff. It's like great, 2 weeks, and then see you in 4 months. Well, we don't even know when the seasons end half the time until
Yeah,
like the week before, which is another gripe that I have. It's like you give us these battle passes or scoreboards, and then
just
you don't
tell
tell
us.
us when it ends. Why is it that every single other company in the game development world is able to put out season passes, battle passes, whatever, and give you a concrete end date? But do you just can't? I mean, granted, it's because the answer is because they don't know themselves. But still, come on.
It's because they try to time the end of the Battle Pass season with, okay, do we have the content ready for the next one? We
Well,
do? Okay, good. There's the end date.
and then you get the mad scramble at the end of, oh no, it's gonna end. I gotta finish it. And then they go, oh hey, we're gonna extend it. So you go, okay, I've got a couple more days. I can finish this. And then they go, oh no, we're
Nope.
not gonna
Yeah.
extend it. And now you lost those couple days. And
I
you're like,
remember
well,
that.
thanks. I was gonna pay
Um,
for this, and I chose not to, and now I lost it.
Glass walls? Glass walls, anyone?
Yep. I think that was what season 5 and 6 they did that, where they like extended it, and then like midway through
They
extending,
retracted.
yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
retracted
they did.
back
yeah,
past the point where you could even attempt to buy anything, and everyone was just like,
yeah,
uh.
Like,
Thanks.
excuse me.
yeah.
I
Thanks,
mean,
I hate
like
it.
for me, obviously the most anticipated thing is the Zeton event. It's new. We're going to be getting new items, new plans. Uh, you know, it's new stuff. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. Um, I wish it was more than 2 weeks, but hey, what it is.
Mhm.
Looking at the things that I'm not looking forward to. Hey, who wants to run after some mole miners again for the 735th time and
No.
not get everything in the pails because the drop rates are fucking horrible and
And these are just and lore wise, these are just sweet innocent mole miners. These aren't like the mole
Exactly.
miners like in yeah, it's just
these are
like
Mama Murmurs like friends that we're slaughtering, okay? That's what's going
and,
on right
and then you watch people in like some of the communities where you're trying to be nice and make sure everyone like gets there and gets a shot on them, and it's like, but you're just
eradicate on site.
abusing this poor mole miner, just like hitting it with the butt of your arm. I'm like, what are you doing? You're
I
torturing this innocent.
I always feel so bad because all they do is run. And one time it was me and a group of people, and we're all just standing there and we're making sure everyone gets a hit, so no one's got a weapon out, and we're just punching it. And it's just like eight of us just beating the crap out of this poor treasure hunter. And I'm like, I feel like this poor dude just got jumped by all of us. Just
Just a bunch of vault dwellers going, "Where's my money? Where's my money?"
It's
But
just like talk
Again,
about lore and story. We're abusing this poor innocent.
one thing Bethesda very much absolutely needs to do is every time that they bring back the mole miners, every time they bring back the Halloween, the Christmas events, everything that has had a loot pool more than 1 year old, they need to retire the first year's loot pool,
Yes.
put it into Minerva's camps, okay, so that we can buy them and later on new players can have access to them. If they play the game, they get the bullion, that's fine. But you cannot, and you've seen it in the last event that we had where almost no one got the fucking new Foshnot masks. You have to retire the some of the loot pool that's been there for more than 2 years so that it is not so diluted with the extremely low drop rates that you cannot do it. I took it upon myself this Foshnot to count every single event that I did, and I ended up with 175 runs of Foshnot and only got one Fiend mask. I did not get any rare masks or any rare plans from him in any of the previous years as well. One rare drop with 175 runs. I'm sorry, but I'm a masochist. I'll do this to myself just to run numbers and see like what I can get and blah blah blah. But the average player will never do this. So
hmm
why are you punishing them by not doing that? Like you need to get rid of some of the loot pool and put it into the Minerva loot pool, and it gives us
Yeah.
another reason to use our bullion, which most players that have been there from the beginning have thousands of bullions just sitting there doing absolutely nothing because we've
yeah,
already gotten everything.
yeah, but they
or we
decided
just
to put it in Atomic Shop,
Yeah, I
Mhm.
I
but
I've
That's a
been
slap in the face, by the way. I'm sorry for cutting you off there, Faye, but that's a slap in the face. Putting the Foshnot masks at the last couple of days of Foshnot when people are ranting that they can't get the masks, so you make us buy the masks. That's pretty shady shit.
Mhm.
I've been watching Fosnock for years now, and like this is my first year playing, so it was my first year to get the chance to play Fosnock. I
Welcome.
didn't log in and play at all during Fosnock. And that was actually one of the things I knew about before I started playing 76, and I was like, "Oh, this is going to be great. I'm going to get to play Fosnock." No, I didn't even log in and play at all.
yep,
Yeah,
I second that.
the first few years of Fastnacht, I remember, we were able to get some masks. It was pretty nice. I actually got a few of the rare masks. I still don't have Old Man Winter to this day, and I've run probably 3 to 400 minimum, and I still don't have Old Man Winter.
Like
Um,
the blue face
The power armor one.
just no,
or the power armor?
just the plain
Oh.
regular ass Old Man
Oh, yeah.
Winter. I don't
Mm.
know why. I haven't gotten it. And then last year I ran over 100 fastnacks and I did not get a single new mask last year.
Mm.
And this year I only ran maybe 30 to 40. I'm still missing last year and this year's masks now.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
think
see, I still don't have all the rares from last year, so it's another reason why I was running so many.
I would. I think they should probably do a system where if you are running Fosnocht, it's like okay, you have a drop chance of however much it is, and even if they wanted to keep it the same, where it's super ultra rare to get it, but at least like give us like tickets or something like that. So every time you run one, it's like all right, you didn't get it, but you run enough, and you can use your tickets that you get from these from the Fosnox to buy whatever mask that you want. So at least by the end of however much that you grind for, it's like oh, I can get the mask that I wanted. I spent how much of my time in this stupid event trying to get this mask. Well, at least I can buy it with the tickets that I get. Like
Oh,
that
yeah.
could be a way to
Yeah.
mitigate it somewhat.
Yeah,
Or
just
even
like at
setting up
the.
a
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Scully.
Also, even setting up like a Fashnot vendor with
Mhm.
gold bullion to buy the rare masks after the event. Like,
But
hey, you
no.
didn't get them, but you can spend a buttload of bullion to get it.
And if you don't have bullion, Adam shop.
Exactly.
They gotta stop doing the Atom Shop thing. It's just like, look,
Oh,
It's
it's disgraceful. It's
too
just
it's
disgusting.
Yeah.
I mean,
too
if you
easy
do
to harpoon
bullion,
whales.
if you do bullion and Atom Shop, I'd be a little bit less upset because then people have
yeah.
the option of either
Yeah.
the in-game currency or the spending real money.
Yeah.
I think it just boils down to one of the things that 76 does not do well in comparison to a lot of other again live service games that I play, respecting your time. Because honestly, a lot of whenever it's like, oh, I could go do Fosnock and do X amount, spend X amount of hours or whatever else, or I could go play another game that I'm actually having fun in and accomplish something. What a concept!
I feel like they want us to grind as if, we're playing some high level dungeons in WoW trying to collect like the rarest shit that like exists, but that's not what 76 is. That's
Yeah.
a very different game, and by forcing us to grind and making these items ridiculously rare that people are just going to start duping eventually.
Yep.
Mm.
Which
It's
like
Yeah, that's
yeah.
I like how Bree brought up World of Warcraft because when I do comparisons to MMOs, 95% of the time I will bring up World of Warcraft. As much as people like the game or as much as people hate that game, the grind that they have in that game is probably the most perfect that you will ever see in an MMO because it gives the player a sense of accomplishment when they've achieved something that is ultra rare. They've grinded enough to get something that is ultra rare. And there has to be, and like I understand why Bethesda does this, they want everything to be accessible to everyone, but that you kill off a lot of your community by doing that because if I grinded a month to get whatever a legendary something that has like the perfect stats that dropped off this one particular event that's super rare, blah blah blah, that's a trophy for me. That's going to keep your players in the game wanting to get things that they want
Mm-hmm.
because you get that stature of, hey, this took me a long time. I'm proud of getting this. The sense of accomplishment is there. When you release more stuff like this, I'm going to keep grinding it. And that's how you keep your players. There
Yeah,
isn't any of that in Fallout
Yep.
76, and that hurts
And
the player count.
yeah. If you
and I
look at
think
the
they're
types of, oh, you want to go?
I was gonna say, I think they're not keeping account of all of these old like year one and year two plans that all of these players have gotten from all of these Foshnots. They're selling them in their vendors. So
Mhm.
they're already in the game. New players can come in and buy them from vendors. Granted, some people, price them at outrageous prices, but they are still available in the game.
Still
So
more
that's
reasonable
another
than
reason.
Atomic Shop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, that's another reason why they should pull that out of the rewards for a lot of these old events.
Yeah, and,
Well,
another thing with what they're trying to do with the grind is, they're making us grind so hard for a mask that does
Yeah.
nothing at all,
Yeah.
literally nothing. And like they're cool, but like, referring back to WoW, when you grinded and you worked for it and you got something freaking amazing. You got something that really did something. And I don't think 76 can decide between whether they want to be this friendly, everyone gets everything kind of game, or if they want to be this hardcore, you got to grind to get good stuff. But if you want to go with that, then give us good stuff.
Mhm.
yeah.
Don't
Well,
Yeah,
don't half-ass it.
and
and on the pulling stuff, and because like people have it in their vendors or whatever. There's also like some of us in like the streamer communities where like I'll go intentionally grind the events to intentionally get multiple copies of plans so I can throw them into raffles. And make sure I make them available to people who couldn't play the event or whatever. So there's
Yep.
some of that too.
Or dumping them on new players when they come out of the vault.
Take them here.
Welcome to 76. Here's a bunch of Flashknot plans.
yeah, I guess the grind part goes into my answer, um, or segues into my answer, which the double XP or the double challenge score stuff, um,
Double
is what I'm
bonus
looking
points.
forward to the most because that's less stuff I have to grind, which means I can finish it faster, which means I
Yeah.
can play Skyrim again or not 76 and not be burnt out for like 3 months.
Like, it shouldn't ever fall to people who love to play Fallout 76. I mean, initially, it's a Fallout game. We're all Fallout fans. We love to play the series and we love to play the game. It should never fall to, oh, well, I've got 2 weeks to come back, play the aliens, and then never play the game for another 4 months. Oh, there's the pit coming out. I'm going to play the pit for maybe 2, 3 weeks. Never touch the game again for another 3 months. It should never be like that. Like, players should be happy to continually play the game. And if you have nothing to attract the player during those drought periods, if you want to call it that, you're not doing it right. You need to reevaluate the way that you approach attracting your players to the game because right now it's not doing it. And the story content is hurting like crazy. A lot of players aren't playing because of that, you know, and the events that you are bringing out just are not long enough. They're not attracting enough to keep players around long enough to bridge that gap to the next drop of either a special event or content that you're going to release.
And the events we do have are getting old, and they're on this weird rotation where there's maybe two good events that exist out there right now, and you
Yep.
have to wait and hope that maybe sometime within the next few hours it'll pop up.
Who does free range anymore? Does anyone do free range? No. What's free range?
The thing at one point,
Example.
now this was I apologize, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's good. I'm done. You go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say at one point, and this is before I started playing. There was Project Paradise. You could actually trigger it. You could actually
Yeah.
start it at some point, and I'm like, why did you take that away, Bethesda? Like, people love that event. I loved running it because Project Paradise was one of the few events, at least pre-fix, I guess, or the changes that they made were made it actually pretty easy to complete. It was actually challenging because, like, all right, we need people in each room, and we need people healing the animals because some animals have lower damage resistance than others, or just
Can't do
straight up
that
less
anymore.
health. And then they fixed it, and now it's just like any other event. It's like, all right, well, whatever, I guess. But then again, like you're saying, it who knows when these events show up. And I know that they changed it so every 20 minutes an event is supposed to pop up.
Yes.
Like, you still have no idea like what's going to be happening, so you're still in the same bad place where it's just like, well, you know I couldn't even tell you half of the name of the other events just because I don't pay attention to that at all. And just like, well, that one shows up, and I guess I'll wait 20 minutes, or it's like, all
Yeah.
right, well, I can wait 20 minutes, or I can turn off this game and go play something else. And guess what? I decided to do more often than not.
It's like, yay, Dogwood die off. All right, what are we doing now?
Oh my
See you in 20
God.
minutes.
Yeah, I'll see you in 20 minutes. Oh God, we got the freaking. It's like, oh.
Teapot.
Feed
Yeah.
the people. Yeah.
Tea time.
Oh,
Are we ready to go to the next question?
Yeah.
yeah, good.
Cool beats. I think we got a lot of the juicy stuff out of the way, so we're gonna go with more casual questions here.
Lightning round.
Sure. The next one is, if you were a companion in any of the previous Fallout games, what would your like build or specialty be?
Building
Ooh, I would just-
settlements.
Just Preston Garvey.
Hey, another settlement needs your help.
But instead of another settlement needs your help, if we're gonna build another settlement to help these people out,
Yeah. You just drop me in a settlement and I'll build it for you.
you just come
free
back
of charge.
there's just like a tower made of junk.
Oh
10-penny
man.
tower just erected in the middle of a field somewhere. Well, Scully's been here.
Oh man.
But I mean, for me, I would just always be like the super lockpick person. It's like it's like, oh, it's like this. I don't know what to do with this. Like, don't worry, I got it.
So you're Nick Valentine or McCready? I think McCready is also lockpick, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yep.
I never chose
McCready's
them,
lockpick.
So I haven't played 4 yet. Well, I started and I got really motion sick playing it. But if there's something to do with hacking or robots or computers, that would probably be it.
Well, yeah. I don't know if there's a companion in any of the games that do that specifically.
The
Valentine hacks, doesn't he?
Valentine hacks.
Yeah, but not like robots though.
Not robots.
Oh,
though,
oh,
but,
yeah,
yeah.
you're right.
computers.
And
He
even
does.
like computers
Yeah.
and terminals and
Yeah,
stuff.
Yeah,
terminals
hacker.
he
You know.
does.
Yeah,
There's
Yeah.
also Piper that does computers.
yeah. I know you had the perk in the perk tree that gave you robot hacker, but that was about it. Yeah.
For me, it's easy, and I'm pretty sure Scully already knows what I'm gonna say.
I'll let you say it.
Paladin dance. I'm the power armor, super heavy weapons guy. Brotherhood of Steel for life. I got a tattoo of the emblem on my back. I mean, it's pretty easy.
I don't know who I would be most like, but I would definitely like provide like snacks, not like cooked food, but like candy and snacks and things like
Or like
that.
pre-war food.
You would be my
Find
favorite
the
companion.
nuked Twinkies.
So no wait, so Bree is going to be a special white Mrs. Nanny that gives out snacks to everyone in the wasteland. That's what Bree is.
Yo, I was a nanny for a while, so
There you go.
I took French in high school.
Speaking of French, you could be Curie then.
Yeah, Curie. Mhm.
My natural hair color is very close to Curie, so when I don't have pink hair, I almost have a Curie haircut.
Yeah.
She's my favorite. Like, she's one of my favorite companions.
Oh
that
yeah.
game, though.
Her and Kate are like my top.
Oh yeah.
I think for me, I don't think it's. I don't know who's like charisma focused, but someone who
Hancock.
just like who?
Definitely
Hancock.
Oh, Hancock. Oh,
Yeah, 100%.
I guess Hancock then, because I'd be the one that just give out zingers all the time, or just
Hancock.
like.
My ability to put out one-liners is unparalleled.
Yep. So
Great companion though. Hancock's a really good companion.
yeah, I actually never used Hancock.
Hey,
As a
if you need
companion.
chems,
Yep. Cool. Well, there we go. We got all our companions. All right. Next question. Unless I skip someone. Did I skip someone? Did I skip anyone? I don't know. Did we all say an answer?
no, I
Think
think
we're- Okay. Okay, just making sure. Um.
don't forget that Scully's Preston Garvey though. And
Yeah. Okay, so this one goes back to 76. If you got to put like one mod in 76, that didn't really give any like gameplay advantage or disadvantage to the rest of them, the rest of the community, like what would that look like or be?
a mod?
Yeah, like
I
like
wanna
from
ask-
Nexus, like if you made a Nexus mod.
Can,
Oh,
can
okay, good. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I go?
That's what
Can
I was
I go
thinking it
first?
was.
Can I go first? I would want to just have mod implicated in the game. Can that just be the answer? Can we just mod the game? That would be nice.
So like
But if I had to choose a mod, it would be an interface redo. I hate the Pip-Boy in 76, and I think it could be so much better with some of the Fallout 4 mods that have come out for the Pip-Boy.
You can do that, can't you? I think well, you're probably talking about a complete like overhaul,
Complete
okay, top
interface
to bottom.
redo. Yeah,
Mhm.
top to bottom.
Yeah, I originally my mod was the vehicle mod that's in that New Vegas. There's a New Vegas mod that added vehicles and they work and it blew my freaking
They're
mind.
beautiful.
I was like, are you kidding me? How are you? This is magic that you're getting this to work in this old Gamebryo engine. How is this possible? But more realistically, if I were being more realistic and probably have a slightly kind of a lower technical hurdle, secure trading somehow in 76. Secure trading
A
would
social
solve
menu
a
that
lot of
works.
problems.
Or a game that works.
I
Period.
mean, and I was thinking low of like like other like camp decoration type stuff for skins and stuff like that. Because I was like, almost anything else you could start to argue is starting to give like, some like, oh, I love all like the HUD redesign you can
Yeah.
do in like ESO, but you could start to argue that that could potentially give advantages or whatever. So
For
I want a mod because Fallout 4 has like there's a mod that you can build all of the things that are in the game.
Mhm.
So all of the buildings, all of the structures. I want that in 76.
Would be cool.
I want a
Import
graphic
all
up.
the building to import all the building utilities from Fallout 4 to 76.
Yes.
Could you imagine?
Oh.
And
I wanted when they. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, on that Fallout 4 mod you were talking about with the you can build all the buildings. I wanted that to be something when they did the private worlds where you get like all the happy camp camp building type stuff. That
Oh,
can you
yes.
just know all the plans, please? Like, can there be an option for knowing all the plans? Like, that would make that.
what was it?
Sure, for an
The
additional
developers room in
$5.
Fallout 4. I think they had
Yeah.
like every single item in the game there. Yeah.
Let's see. For me, of a mod, I always like silly things, so I would love like my favorite Fallout 4 mods that I have are building cats and macho claws. So things like that I would absolutely love in 76 because it would just make my day so much better.
Oh my goodness, yes.
I
Yeah.
love that mod. Turning all the Death Claws into Macho Man Randy Savage is like the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Or the Thomas the Tank engine.
Yo, that is
Yeah.
just pure nightmare
Oh
fuel.
my God.
That's just that's like the mod of mods though.
Yeah.
That is the mod of mods.
Oh my god.
I feel that's why like Bethesda's afraid to give us mods for 76 because Thomas the Tank Engine will show up somewhere.
I would be so happy.
Yeah.
Replace the Queen with Thomas the Tank.
Or Earl.
Or no, Queen Mirelurks that come out of nowhere. You just see Thomas the Tank
Right.
Engine's face like rise out of the water. You're like, nope, I'm out.
Wait, and spawn
I
mini
want-
Thomas the Tank engines with the little.
I want
Mini
every
Thomas the Tank Engines.
yeah, I
that
want
follow you
every
around.
mole rat to be a Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh my god. I'd constantly be attacked by Thomas the Tank.
They should be
You
cappies.
thought you were in hell before.
I would rage
Yeah.
quit so hard I'd destroy my monitor probably.
Yeah.
What's worse than mole rats? Tiny little Thomas the Tank.
But it
I-
has to play the music when they're on screen, though. It can't just be that they show up. It has to play the music. The
No.
like the remix version of like Biggie Thomas the Tank Engine. That would
Yeah.
be the best.
The suicide ones too. The suicide
Oh,
Thomas
they
the
blow
Tank.
up.
Engine. The ones that jump
Yes.
at you and blow up. Oh man.
Full steam ahead. Boom.
Yeah. I think for me there were like 3 mods that came to mind. One of them's gonna break the game, which was weightless junk, which was my favorite mod from Fallout 4. But how are they gonna pay people to get Fallout first if there's weightless junk?
Exactly.
The other one was changing all the combat music, which was also in Fallout 4 that I had, which I had to uninstall because I think it was the copyright stuff. Change all Fallout 4 music to or Fallout music, combat music to like Doom, or Skyrim or something, or
Oh.
like just another Bethesda game. Um,
Doom would be sick.
yeah, I know they had one for Fallout 4, but yeah, I was like, is this copyright? I don't know if it's copyright or not, but
If you have to ask, the answer is yes.
yeah.
Mhm.
But any type of mod to replace like the in-game radio with whatever radio you wanted would be cool.
Yeah,
I wish they
and
would just license the radio so we could listen to it.
Right.
yeah, and
I
then
don't know how long it's been since I haven't listened to like an actual Fallout radio though, because most of the time when I play Fallout, it's on stream, and you can't do it because DMCA. Huh?
It's been
yeah, and
years.
I do wish there was like a graphic mod for 76 though, because that engine sucks. Fallout 4's looked a lot better. I want Fallout 76 on Fallout 4 engine. Like I would like to see that.
To be honest, I'd love to see just a new engine come out because the
Well, that
Fallout
too.
engines are so old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or put it on UE5.
Yes.
They showed that preview of Skyrim on UE5, and I was like, oh my god, this is like it's like
So smooth.
it's like looking outside.
Or just put Fallout 5 on that engine. Just
Yeah.
wait for it and put Fallout 5 on that.
I know.
What do we,
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls 6, Fallout 5, Starfield.
Yeah.
yeah, I wonder how much like Starfield's gonna influence their like future games. Like, is Starfield gonna be a new engine that's only for Starfield, or are they gonna use it as like a basis for
I actually don't
Elder
know that.
Scrolls, Fallout, whatever?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not
wondering
sure.
how that turns out.
Or even like Outer Worlds graphics looked better. But anyways, that's something that Bethesda will have to figure out. But yeah, next question. What for the upcoming season, what new reward would you like to see as one of the
Ooh.
ranks?
Yes, Scully.
You guys remember the Unstoppable scoreboard artwork with the Mistress of Mystery in this awesome fucking pantsuit that we didn't get?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want. I want that pantsuit. Thank you.
Yes.
That with
Yep.
the skull
Yes.
face would look really damn good.
Yep.
Right?
There was some really good artwork on that scoreboard. Just saying.
Yeah. I was like, what was with all these sidekick outfits? What about the ones in the artwork? Those look so much better.
Yep. I also know a lot of people have brought up ceiling wallpaper. Like Ogre has in the chat a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of us have been at least thinking of that. Because it's like I don't want to look up to a barren wood wall or wood ceiling when I have like White Springs decoration stuff on it. Or go into Scully's kink shop and just see a wood thing. I don't know.
It's in the basement for a reason.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Even the basement would use cement at least. But yeah.
I don't know what I would want, to be honest, because like I'm at the point where I'm just like I don't care about cosmetics as much anymore. Like I just want story content. Can we get a story content
Rank
as a
100.
reward?
Rank 100
Yeah.
is story expansion.
I mean, if I was to actually choose anything as a reward for reaching level 100, it's probably give us the choice of a cosmetic that we want, or give us the choice of like an extra camp slot, or like something like that. Like just give us the choice of something. Like if you want a cosmetic from the past, boom, here's a cosmetic that we're willing to give you right now if you want it, or camp slot or something like that. Just something different, because not everyone wants a cosmetic. Like some people might just be like, yeah, I could so totally go for another camp slot, or I could so totally go for another build slot, or
Or more
like
atoms.
atoms. Yeah, like give me 1,000 atoms, boom. So a next bundle that comes out in like 3 months or whatever that I might want to buy, boom, there you go. Like atoms would be such a great thing because they're getting their money back anyways. The atoms going to be
Mhm.
spent on their own stuff.
Yeah, they just need to increase the 150 atoms per 10 ranks. So at least like 500, at least like 500.
It's Bethesda.
Two-
Take it or leave it.
151. 151. Oh man.
You need to do 100 freaking scoreboard just to get that 10 atom that's usable.
You know, with the cost increase on the stuff, they're actually gonna like drop it to like 120.
Yeah. Ogre says at level 100 you get to be a game dev for a day.
Oh,
Oh man. Ooh.
I'm gonna work 24 hours to make it, just to use all the time I have. Just make sure it gets good.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you have one day, and now you have to deal with bureaucracy. Yay!
Yay!
Nice. We are we guys ready to move on to the next question, or we got more to talk
Oh,
about here? Oh,
I
Bree,
got
Bree
one.
got something.
So this is just because I'm in love with all of them. I need another Tesla skin and one that doesn't look almost exactly like the base Tesla skin. So when I
Yes!
switch Teslas, I know which one I'm using. My entire weapon wheel is only Teslas, and it gets very confusing when I keep blowing myself up with my TSE because I think I'm not holding my TSE.
Thank you. Yes.
Bring back legacy weapons.
Bring back the ability for them to drop.
Yeah. You know how many
I can
people would
see the
grind for
trading
weapons?
community. Yeah, I can see the trading community Discord just going up in flames as all their value suddenly evaporates.
Yeah.
And I'm here for it.
Right? That's one thing I was actually going off on tangent. The disintegrator and like the new weapons that we're getting with the aliens, they're all energy weapons. Is Bethesda also going to forget to take the explosive off those before they release them, like they did with the
Oh.
pepper shaker?
Not
Uh-oh.
at least not for 48 hours.
Yeah.
Jump on it as soon as it goes live.
Explosive pepper shakers were just stupid powerful.
Oh my god.
Stupid powerful.
Didn't one of the daily ops had like a explosive power pepper shaker, right?
Yeah, Grandpa could actually give you a quest to retrieve a weapon, and when he gave you a weapon as a reward, it could be an explosive pepper shaker.
Yeah, but I mean like one of the like the one like the
One of the bosses.
yeah, the boss enemies in daily ops I think had a explosive pepper shaker.
Yeah, the Scorch Commander that was in the power armor.
Yeah, that guy. I was like, bro, we can't win this if I'm dying in 2 hits every time.
So
Oh.
I'm gonna be the first person who awkwardly says, "I need to like actually step away for a minute."
Oh, you're good. You're good.
As I'm like sitting here, actually, hydrating.
You're good. We'll
I'm
we'll
hydrating somehow. Yes.
yeah.
It's liquid.
I mean, by all means, keep chatting and answering questions. I'll be right back.
Cool. Alright. So I guess we can move on to the next question then.
Move on to the next round.
Yes. Do you remember your first gaming PC specs?
Yes.
I remember I could play Unreal Tournament 2K4 in software mode.
Do anyone here in the chat remember Windows 3.0? That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh my god.
A little bit before
was
my
so-
time. Just a little
Yep.
bit.
You know, back in the day, we used to put the 3/4 floppy disks into the computer.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I
You know,
just
they
wrote
really
down-
loved the 3/4 floppy. I'm not funny. I'm sorry. Just ignore me.
I still have a floppy disk around the house somewhere.
Not gonna lie, you sounded a little bit like Fenwa there, Cyrus.
I can do Fenwa. I can. Well, I've been working on it anyway.
Yeah, I know. I remember mine. I think. Well, when I first started PC, because like when I switched over to PC initially, I just had like a regular business laptop that can play Skyrim. But like, I remember
Wait,
I
your first PC was Skyrim.
oh yeah, yep.
Oh,
It was just like
oh.
I know it was just. I went to Bethesda headquarters, ask Todd to get me a Skyrim PC. There we are.
And so the legend began.
Yep. Why do you think they keep making new editions to pay off the Skyrim PC for me? Which is actually one of the questions in the future for the different edition stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never owned a gaming like computer. I have laptops. I have a gaming laptop, but like I've never had a gaming computer. My brother and I shared a desktop when we were younger, but it was just like a hand me down from my mom.
I literally put on mine. I was like, potato. Mine is a potato. I
Yep.
still use the potato.
The potato runs really warm, but it runs.
Mine's
It
mashed
runs.
potatoes. Well, it's mashed when you play Cyberpunk, but you know.
No, it won't load Cyberpunk.
Oh.
Won't even load it.
Wait, what won't load Cyberpunk?
Oh.
Do you remember your first computer? Everyone's just like, oh, I played Skyrim and everything. I'm like, here, when I put in the floppy disk, I had to write a code to get the game to pop up on my first computer.
Yeah, my Windows 98 PC that I played StarCraft on.
Yep.
Yeah, that would not. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where I did all my my MySpace coding.
Oh my god.
I miss all my MySpace coding.
Dude, that was like the jam though. When you were able to put like the profile song and the banners and the background stuff. Oh my gosh.
Okay, but we all know that MySpace copied their like coding and make your own page thing from Neopets. Like if you ever had a pet page on
Yeah.
Neopets,
Yeah.
you coded the
Yeah.
crap out of that
Yep.
stuff.
True.
Neopets.
True.
Speaking of, I just got onto my childhood Neopets account the other day. I logged in for the first time in 2003, and here we are back on Neopets.
Now, I hate to
Look,
burst your bubble,
Neopets.
Brie, but you won't be able to do 90% of the things you used to because Flash no longer exists.
They have
No way.
15
Look at this.
games. That's it, just 15 games.
There's
Yep.
more pet slots in Neopets than camp slots in 76. Like, bro, look at that. There's like 5.
Ooh.
You know what else they have that 76 doesn't have?
Live
Pets.
gameplay.
Pets. Ooh.
Oh man, look at all this. Beta release notes. Look at this. See, we need more of this for Fallout. Like seriously.
Come on,
Oh,
Fallout, get
do
on
they-
Neopets
okay,
as
do they-
well.
Don't match 3.
Let's see. Do they have a roadmap with actual like dates? Let's see.
Now we're
Well,
looking.
Look.
Look.
according to the
Oh my
chat, their
God.
roadmap
Probably-
is
it's
one
probably
I'm
on-
not interested in.
It's probably on Twitter somewhere here.
Yo, if
Shady
Neopets
oh,
is doing
no,
shit better
shady
than
NFT
Bethesda,
stuff.
I love their merch right now because I was looking at it and Neopets has merch that says your Neopets are dying.
Oh man.
Oh.
no.
Like official Neopets
Oh, you have
merch
to feed
on
them
their
now.
website.
They're like freaking Tamagotchis or whatever now, right? You got to feed them every now and then, or are they dying in something? Their stats go down.
They're just in a constant state of like almost dead.
But aren't we
Constant
always
state
in a
of
constant
undeath.
state of almost death?
Maybe.
Technically. Unless you're a synth, Brie. But anyways, next question here, unless you guys have more thoughts. You all good? Okay.
Go for it.
What made you guys want to start streaming?
This is an easy one for me. I was furloughed for like 10 months. So during that period of time, I had nothing else to do. So I was like, well, I've always wanted to try streaming, and there's probably never going to be a better time. And yeah, that's how I got into it. And then I would stream. I think at that point I was doing like 5 days a week. And then now that I'm back working, it's like 1 or 2, if that, per week. But that's my origin story with that.
I used to stream years ago, but I stopped because I kept getting a lot of sexual harassment comments in my streams. I was just like, all right. And this was way back before Twitch started getting on top of like harassment and stuff like that. They're still trying to get on top of it.
I was gonna say.
I was like, they're still trying, and it was
They're
much
Wait,
claiming.
so Twitch
They're
is run by
claiming to
Bethesda?
attempt to.
But really, the Fallout 76 community got me back into it because I kept telling my friends, I was like, I spend all my time building, and my friends will sit there and game and watch me build. And I was like, why don't I just stream it? They're like, you should. I would totally watch that. And here I am, running 2 channels. Oh,
I, I, I,
goodness.
en- I enjoy talking about games while I'm playing them and how I think I'm like, oh, I
You
think I see how they
what?
coded this, but I'm kind of curious why, and I think they coded on this, and I was like, I should maybe stop just annoying my partner just listening to all that. And I was like, well, I'll put it out there for other people that want to listen to it instead. So I'm not just like the captive audience. He's half collapsed over there laughing now. you know, he still has to listen to it because we game next to each other, but you know.
Hey, so we just got a raid from Shreds, or Elgato Pub, whichever one you're gonna go by. Hey guys,
Welcome.
what's up? Thanks,
Hey!
thanks for the raid. If you guys don't know, Elgato Pub was also a distinguished guest on one of our previous episodes as well. If you guys want to take a look at that, it is on the YouTube channel, as well as this one will be uploaded to YouTube later. But yeah, we are doing distinguished guests with these fine people around me. And we are just answering. You guys know how it goes already, since a lot of you guys have been on it already. So yeah, we're about like halfway through the questions. Um, ooh,
Ow!
I just saw the cat. Last one we had a dog show last time on the last episode. Now we need a cat show. Um, well,
The cat denied.
Like, I'm
But-
out of here.
The cat denied, but also tried clawing my leg on his way down.
Oof.
Ooh.
Oh.
yeah, welcome in everybody. Hope everyone had a. How was your stream, Gato? Uh, Tell us all about it. But we're gonna get back into the questions here. Where were we? Oh yeah, origin story of streaming.
For me, I had always wanted to stream. I always thought it seems fun. I just didn't have like good internet or a good computer. My brother streamed like years ago and he was like on a team and everything and I was kind of jealous. And finally just everything lined up where I was able to stream, so I finally did it.
I started streaming back when Twitch was still Justin TV.
Oh my god.
I used to do speed running for Mega Man games actually, and then kind of started doing like just playthroughs of the games that I loved. I always loved just playing, and while I could just chat with people, I thought it was really cool. So eventually swapped over to stop speed speed running because it was very it was like the same thing, and speedrunning back then wasn't as big as it is now. Like there's a whole community for speedrunners now, and it's really really big. But back then I always had this notion that it was like, well, why would someone constantly want to watch me play the same segment of a game to learn the speed run, and then eventually just keep speed running the same thing over and over and over and over again. So I swapped, ended up quitting for a little while because of, just life, getting new job, moving, stuff like that. And kind of like Red was saying, throughout the whole pandemic thing, I was furloughed for a little while. So um, I basically picked up streaming again and was doing a lot of Fallout stuff and moved into the variety section and haven't looked back since. I've loved it and met a ton of wonderful people. The community is amazing. We've done a lot of good drives and stuff like that, and I'm really proud to be a part of it.
I think I met you for the first time, Osiris, when you were running one of your Jeopardy games, and I won the atoms from the giveaway you were doing.
Yep, that is true. Yeah.
I guess I'm last then. I don't know if I'm last or not, but I know for me, uh, my first community was the Borderlands community, but not really anymore. But um, long story short, one of the very first people I ever followed on Twitch, uh, kind of, I wouldn't, I guess, kind of inspired me to stream because I just saw him doing it, and he was playing Borderlands as well, so he kind of got me like integrating into that community and the game and like the whole streamer life thing. And since I had my gaming PC already, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna experiment this. I recently moved. At the time, I moved back into my parents' house because my roommates, one of my roommates got married. The other one left unexpectedly. So I couldn't pay in an apartment in like the most expensive place in the country. But anyways, and then I'm not good at making friends in real life, so doing that in over video games and over like online is way easier for me. And since I'm super awkward in person as well, it's I guess it helps me get out of my shell with doing that. So here I am now a couple years later. So yeah. And now I'm in Fallout and I kind of left Borderlands in a way. Which is weird because I think Ken, who I know I've seen in the chat here, was like one of the first people to like get me into 76, or at least trying to get me into 76 in the community as a whole in general. Um, so yay! All right, we all went right. I was the last person here. Um, okay, cool. Let me go to the next question. All right, this this one's another fun one. Why doesn't Fallout 4 have a special or anniversary edition?
Because it I'm gonna answer here. You're wrong. It already has. It's called Skyrim, and it's had multiple different. Did you know that you can play it on your fridge?
Oh, and the potato.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You
Mhm.
can play
But
'em on
somehow
the
it crashes on my desktop, you know.
Yeah.
You have to have the platinum laptop edition 3000 XL Skyrim, or else it crashes all the time. You have to write. You have to have the right version.
Um,
It's very important.
let's see. I think there was a YouTube video where it was Key and Peele talking about like another Skyrim edition or something. Let me find it. I'll just post the link in the chat. Oh yeah, Skyrim very special edition from Bethesda. It's actually from Bethesda, which made it hilarious.
Is that the 12th or the 13th edition? I lost
I think that's like the 40th.
count.
Here we go.
Let's be honest.
Here, I'll put the link in the chat. Um, that should be that one. But yeah, why do you? What do you guys think about them not have Fallout 4 not having that many re-releases?
Like, real question. I would rather see New Vegas get a reprint than Fallout 4, but that's just my personal preference.
I
I
feel
don't think that Fallout really needs to be re-released.
yeah, I
Um,
feel like re-releasing Fallout 4 is
yeah, I don't see the
It-
point in it.
I don't see it as the best use of their time.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then again, they've re-released Skyrim 40,000 times, so
You know,
I
but
mean,
completely different groups within Bethesda. You
Yeah.
know, that group can, you know, maybe spend more time on that. The Fallout group, they have other things to focus on.
Like mods.
to be honest, I'm in the field of I dislike when games get reprinted when you already have a team working on a future project. The fact that we know that Elder Scrolls 6 is something, we know that Fallout 5 is something that they're going to do. Um, I feel like, look, don't reprint something. Work on the future project, get those out. If there's ever a point where you're not in the space where you're going to be producing a new game, then yeah, sure. Like bring back an old game that like an old classic that people love. Like for example, there was two releases this year or at the very end of last year where Square Enix had said that they were going to possibly reprint, I should say, do a re-release of Fallout. Wow, I'm getting mixed up. Final Fantasy Tactics and Final Fantasy 9. Those were some of the biggest hits, and you saw it with Final Fantasy 7 when they re-released that. It was gigantic. The sales went through the roof, but you know they're not working on a gigantic project to continue their line right now because they have their MMO. That's just the way I see it. Like, there's no point in bringing another Fallout 4 or like a New Vegas or like a Fallout 3 again. Just work on the projects you got.
Honestly, until they get a new engine going, I don't like what are you gonna do? Release the same game with a few little changes? I mean, I know that's what they already kind of do for a lot of things, but
They're
like,
they're gonna give us Fallout 4 with fishing.
Dear God.
Or just give Fallout 4 all the Creation Club content like they did with Skyrim. Like,
Yes.
yeah. So that can, like, I don't even care if they did that. I would still be grateful for that. But they won't, because that's the. Do you guys have any other thoughts on that question, or should we move on?
Good.
Good.
We all good? Cool. I know this next question Osiris kind of already answered a long time ago. How many atoms have you bought since 76 launched?
Welcome.
does that count Fallout first?
I was gonna ask the same question.
I guess it
in total,
would.
collectively, from all sources.
Okay, because if it counts how many do you get a month in Fallout first?
1,500.
50. Okay.
You get 100 for every dollar you spend.
Yeah, at least a couple thousand for me. I had Fallout first for a while, so
I think I bought out like the last 10 or so ranks to fetch because I was not going to make it to fetch. And, I had to have a puppy at my camp.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's a very good reason why.
Like, I'm sorry, I had to have a puppy at my camp. Like,
I don't want to disclose how many atoms I've purchased since the game launched.
Scully, look, I put it out there. You're on like the same level as me, okay, sweetheart? Like, come on.
Yeah.
Way too many, which is why Cyrus knows. It's why I started the atomic stop.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Triz.
I
Many
can
nights
say,
we stayed up, trying to tell Scully, no, you don't need that extra 100,000 atoms to buy the stuff that you need, but she kept on going.
Yep.
In-
yeah, I can say not counting Fallout first, I have spent under $100 on atoms. If you count Fallout first, I don't know. I've had Fallout first for a year, so that's like $100. So
and I think I spent around 100, like, if you convert that $100. I don't have Fallout first, so yeah. And they're mainly just for like Atomic Shop bundles. So it's like
Couple
there.
hundred to close to 1,000, I guess, for me. I
Yeah.
own almost every atomic item that's in there, so.
GG's. Man, I wish I had that paycheck.
I'm missing the white door with the flowers. I was actually on vacation when they brought it back, and I didn't get it.
That's right.
yeah. I mean, what do we count for the atoms that Osiris bought for me because I won them in the giveaway?
No, that counts for me because I bought them.
Yeah.
Which is even more that you think about it now, because like I've given what 15,000 atoms away just in rewards for the Baron Ultimatum. So that counts as well, I guess. It's a lot. Too much. I've got a problem. Intervention. Bring sushi.
Bring sushi.
I factor in like how many platforms you play on. I play on all three, so I'm buying items on all three.
Yeah.
Dang.
See, this is
Dang.
why I think you might have me beat, Scully, just because you buy atoms on 3 platforms, whereas me, it's just on one.
It got a little out of hand, and then I told myself, you know what? I'm just gonna focus on PlayStation because that's my main. That's where I started. And I've spent less money on atoms since.
Yeah. There is a second part of the question, which I know everyone's answer is going to be no. But do you think Bethesda will ever decrease the Atomic Shop prices?
Nope, it's
Oh, yeah,
the
then.
cash cow.
Cash cow.
Yep.
It's
Amen
the
to
cash
that.
cow.
Amen.
Yeah.
Okay,
I love
cool. We got that
harpoon
answered.
those whales.
We
Easy.
got that answered. Cool beans. Any more thoughts on that? We're moving
They'll
on.
increase it.
They'll increase it. Yeah, I know Golfe said that.
Inflation and the it's good. All that inflation.
Yep.
Notice how bundles came out at 1,500 atoms all the time, but then all of a sudden, like, oh, 1,800 atoms? Oh, there's a
2,000.
power armor? 2,000 atoms?
$20 or whatever for power armor I'm never gonna use.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's one of those things you see it and you go, okay, I could spend $20 on atoms, or I could buy an entire game on sale,
Or fill
something
up
like
my
that.
gas
Like,
tank.
Yeah.
or
Mm.
yeah, or literally anything. Go get some
Wait,
sandwiches.
you go out?
Yeah.
What is this outside you speak of?
It is called Unreal Engine 5.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I heard the graphics are pretty good on that one.
Yeah, well, if you have glasses, then it's even better. So,
But that survival mode though,
oh
like,
man,
Sucks. I don't like that.
you
No
know,
respawn.
and it has to, and it's not a single player game either. Like, come on, bro. Like, we're all on the same server. But anyways, next question. All right, this one's more of a fun one, I guess. If there was a Nuka-Cola competitor in the Fallout universe, what do you think that would be?
Well, it's Vim.
I was like,
There has been one. It's Vim.
Another one,
Sunset
a new
Sarsaparilla.
one,
Yeah, Sunset Sarsaparilla
Okay,
down in the
yeah.
south.
a one that you bring in from the Fallout universe. Not an existing one, a new one.
Yo, let's be honest.
Easy
win.
Coca-Cola would come out and, you know, like...
Right?
An in-universe one, Pulowski or Pulowski, Power Fizz. Boom, there you go. It could be like
Power
some like
Fizz.
horrible like knockoff of Nuka Cola,
Well,
or
no,
like the America's choice of Nuka Cola. Put it that way, I guess.
with Nuka Cola being the thing, I kept trying to think of a play on words for like Pepsi or something like that, but I couldn't think of a good play on words to make it a Fallout themed name, and so
Radzi?
I don't know. I'm
That was
kind of
good.
like thinking of what Bree was showing us earlier, and I'm thinking Fizzap. It's bad. It's so bad.
The thirst
We're all
zapper.
sitting there going, "That sounds like one of the better ones we've heard."
Fizzap, you know, zap that thirst. There's your slogan. Boom.
Yeah, and the
Run.
the bottle's the gun, and you have to shoot it in your mouth.
Yo, America.
Oh man. So I guess that answer got questioned already, or question got answered already.
Seems to be the
So-
opposite problem.
Yep. Okay, so here's another, I guess, flipped one. Well, not really flipped, but would you like to see races and factions, and like from Skyrim into Fallout, or vice versa?
I was
Yes.
thinking a time displaced Brotherhood of Steel, or maybe not time displaced. I guess it'd be more dimension displaced, right? Because obviously it's not like Skyrim happened in the distant past of the Fallout universe, which would be really weird, but kind of cool.
Distant future.
Or that.
Or Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, Fallout, Skyrim themed,
Yo.
whatever.
Oh my gosh, what Iron Gopher just put in the chat, Khajiit Raiders.
Oh my. No, they'd be railroad though, right? Because they're all
No,
like,
Khajiit, instead of being that they have wares, they take your wares.
Ooh.
Where do you think they get them from?
Exactly. They're not innocent. They know. You know, jet instead of skooma? Makes sense.
Yup.
Ooh.
They're the
wait, then
real
what would
ones.
alchemy look like in What's alchemy in Fallout then?
Chemistry.
Well,
Oh
it's
yeah,
chemical.
oh yeah, yeah. Because
It's the
yeah,
chem table.
chem table and well that yeah
Maybe a little bit of brewing. A little bit.
Yeah.
yeah.
Kind of those
Well,
two
we have a
things.
cauldron from the atomic shop.
But what does that really
Scully's a
mean?
witch.
I mean, not wrong.
Cool. Well, we got that question answered too.
Yo, well, hold up, right before we go. Thalmar become the children of Adam.
Ooh.
or the Dragonborn DLC cultists.
Would be the Enclave. They're evil enough. I'm a rag on the Enclave. Fox, you out there, you hear me.
I love the banter between you two.
Oh man.
You made an entire episode about it.
I did.
All right. So, what is your favorite off-stream game?
Ooh.
If you have an off-stream game.
League of
Any-
Legends.
Oh, I
play
know
way
that
too
one.
much League.
Bree, I seriously need to get your in game because I play League every now and then. It'd be dope.
We should play.
Yeah,
I
for
pl-
me, that's probably the only other game that I put as much, if not more, time into besides 76 would be Destiny 2. I do a lot of high end PvE activities, so like raids. Remember raids in 76?
What are those?
What are those? No,
Yeah.
yeah, Destiny 2. One of my favorite things to do is just help people with doing end game stuff like raids and the dungeons that they have and whatever else. I don't know. It's just something fun that I love to do. Like I have like all of the rewards out of them, but I just love doing them just because they're challenging and they're fun. So
I play a lot of Assassin's Creed,
Okay.
like
Yes.
all of the games.
All of them.
Most of them. I don't have all of them, but most of them.
Nice.
Probably torn right now between Baldur's Gate 3, which even though it's been in early access for what, like almost 2 years now, I still have over 100 hours in the game and still haven't found all the content yet. Like,
That's a good
they've
thing, though.
only that is a good thing. They specifically said we are only releasing the first third of the game in early access, and that's how much I have into it right now. Like, it's ridiculous. So I'm super like amped up and hyped for this when it actually like drops. It'll probably become a stream game at that point once it actually drops. Or Frostpunk I've been playing a lot of just because I like having clear delineated like, okay, I can spend a couple hours and finish a run and I'm done with a run versus so
I think
Nice.
for me, it's like split between two games right now. I play a lot of 7 Days to Die off stream with the community and Cyberpunk. I play a lot of Cyberpunk.
Yeah, that new update though. Finally.
I need to get back into it now that the new update dropped.
It's very nice.
It is. It is nice. I guess for me, it's not an off-stream game anymore because I recently started streaming it, but it was Bloons Tower Defense.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, which we were doing some earlier today. But probably my Switch games, so like Mario Kart and Pokemon. I need to get back in the Breath of the Wild because I still haven't finished that game. But yeah. I wish Bloons was still off stream, but it's so tempting to stream Bloons now.
It's a fun game, though. That's
It
the thing.
is.
I used to play a lot of it.
It is.
Gosh, and I used to stay up in college with one of my friends until like 4 a.m. just playing balloons.
It's one of those games where like you play and it just keeps going and going. For me, like back when I played Civ 5, like Civilization 5, you'd start playing at like 9 o'clock at night, and then it'd be like, oh man, the sun's coming out.
just one more turn.
Just one more turn.
Gandhi's not going to launch nukes at me this time.
All right, cool. We are on the final question. And this final question was kind of inspired from Twitter. Um, since some of us did one of those Twitter things. Who from the Fallout community would be in your family? If you had two parents, a spouse, and two
Oh,
kids.
dear God.
So mine would be Trizzle Plays, who's my bestie. She'd be my mommy. She
She'd be
technically
mine
is my,
too.
yeah, she is a wasteland mom. And then my daddy would be Kenny. He's very much a father figure. And then absolutely would marry Renee. Reggie Renee. And then Destructor TV, Fish, and Miss Max TV with my babies.
I,
Could Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
oh
Please.
no, you go ahead. You
Mine's super short. I was just saying. I thought about it. I was like, so many awesome choices, but I'll just have my parents, I guess. I'll have Philly Paycheck as the cool dad who likes to go do a whole bunch of fun things and whatever else, and then I'll have Vitriol Plays. She'd be like the cool mom who likes to play board games and stuff like that. And then I wasn't sure about the other ones. So those are the only ones that kind of came up to me. So
I'm terrible with picking people for anything. So I'm curious. Do any of you like have anyone you think would be like who would be my perfect mother and father in this Fallout community?
Ooh.
Ma Tater would definitely be your mom.
No, she's my mom too.
She'd be
I
mine
was
She's
gonna
too.
say
mine too. Ma
she's
Tater's
my
my mom.
Your
I was like,
Ma
is
has a
everyone's mom.
Ma
is
has
mom.
Ma has a lot of explaining to do or something if we all have different fathers. So
Ma is like the community mother. That it's just you can't get around it.
Yes.
I guess she's rebranding to Mom Tater.
And then who's my dad?
Hmm.
I mean, I'd honestly pick Philly as well, just because like you both have that very like up spirit, like high energy. So I feel that would be appropriate.
We have been trying to plan to hang out one day, but eventually, maybe.
See,
Oh.
look, Ma in the chat saying, "I'll claim you all."
Yes.
I mean, was there a question there?
I mean, if I had to choose mine, before we even said it, I was gonna say that like Ma Tater would be the mother figure. Um, Definitely Avij as the father figure. Very chill, really great individual. I mean, my girlfriend is basically my spouse, so she's
Yeah.
part of the she's part of the Fallout community. For children, I mean, I don't know. There could be a lot. Like to be perfectly honest, I don't know. I mean,
Clint.
Clint, yeah,
It,
Clint, yeah.
if you don't have children, you could do brother sister.
Sister, I would definitely pick Scully as a sister figure for sure, 100%. Brother, I could also choose Clint. Clint and I talk a lot about pretty much everything. So yeah, definitely.
So
Nice.
yeah, like I would definitely also say like Ma is kind of like would be Ma, like yeah, Ma, yeah. There's no other words there needed. Um, I was actually also going to say Avij is kind of the father. Like he's also kind of the one that got me into streaming 76 a bit more regularly as it was, and also kind of developed some of my playstyle streaming 76 as well, where the three nukes on the queen and encrypted and bounce server, like it's just kind of that. Um, so kind of felt that. Yeah. Can't think of kids, but I was gonna say, Ogre is totally that brother you love to hate, in all the great ways where you're like, you poke at each other and you annoy each other, but then you're also like, you got each other's backs all the time and you're absolutely there for each other.
Dang, you took my answer too.
He's a booger. He's a booger. As
He's
well.
Yeah, he's a real booger. Oh man.
No, that's all the people I can think of right now. I'm just like,
Dang. So many great choices. I know for me, Maltater as mom. Father, probably Ken. Since he's
Okay.
the one that got me into the community, kinda, or more integrated into the community. Um, Spouse. I don't know. I feel like whoever I say as a spouse, it'd come off super weird. Um, so like,
You could say partner in crime.
well, then I would probably just go with Breek since she's my co-host, anyways. So it kind of fits. Um, kids, I haven't thought of any kids, but brothers and sisters. If I brother would also be ogre.
The
Sister,
little annoying brother, you know.
good. Sister, who? I don't know. Do you guys have any ideas? 'Cause I have no idea. I have no
I
idea.
don't know.
I don't know.
Just don't say spouse and sister.
Oh, God.
Oh man. Well, I'll think of something if it comes up. I'll say it again. But with that being said, that is the end of the questions list there. If you guys have any questions that you want us to answer, feel free to put it in the chat. That being said, I am going to announce the winners of the giveaway real quick. I need to figure out how many games are on that list so I know how many people to draw. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, cool. If you guys haven't entered yet, exclamation point enter in the chat. Only requirement is to be a follower. But yeah, that's all the questions we got. I want to thank everyone here for participating and being great guests. And yeah, this was definitely a lot of fun. The video will be posted on YouTube as well later over the weekend. So if you guys want to take a look at that later, there you go. Yeah, so let's go. I will announce the winners of the giveaway, and then we will end here. And I'll let these guests kind of do another sell promo of what they're gonna do over the weekend, and then go off from there. Is that cool with you guys? Cool beans. Okay, so let's see. We're just gonna start picking people. I will DM you guys. Who wants the drum roll? I don't have a drum roll sound alert thing. But winners, I will. If you're not in the chat, winners that aren't here, I'll just DM. So we have 10 games, so I'll pick 10 people. Let's hope there's more than 10 entries. Yes, there are. Okay, cool. Let's hope I don't get picked because my name's like automatically in there. Okay. Why won't it let me pick winner? For some reason it won't let me pick winner. Why is it not letting me pick winner?
Close the giveaway. I don't know what bot you're using.
The regular Streamlabs bot thing.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Streamlabs. Ooh.
It won't let me pick it. Let me press that thing. Okay, I'm just gonna go by random then, because it will not. Oh, close entries. Here we go. I
Yeah.
didn't close entries. Okay, so everyone entered. If any, we're gonna keep it open for like 10 seconds. So if you guys want to enter, exclamation point enter in the chat. I don't have Jeopardy music either, so it's gonna be super awkward.
Neither do I, because that would DMCA you so lickety
Yep.
split quick.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah. Subs get 2. Everyone else gets one entry, 1 ticket, and subs gets 2. Alright. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay,
Six.
cool.
Nine.
6.
Two.
1,500. You have to pay me Adams to enter. Okay, so I have to pick 10 winners
Low
here.
price
Okay. A low price of the game. Okay, so 3, 2, awkward drum roll. Here we go. Who won? Oh, that person's not in the chat, so I will DM him. but it is one of my oldest viewers, Crazy Pugmaster, won one game.
I love that name though.
Yeah, that reminds me of Wild Ravens too, as well. Okay, so we have 9 more winners. So let's see, 3, 2, 1. Awkward drum roll. Hey, Iron Gopher won. Nice, nice. I know Iron Gopher's in here. If you guys, exclamation point games in the chat is the list of that. So just tell me what game you want to pick, from that list, and I'll send you the key, later or after the stream or something, because I have to pull up the tab. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Awkward drum roll. No, that's me. It picked me.
You knew it was gonna come up. You
Yep.
knew.
Okay, I'm gonna remove myself. Awkward drum roll. Hey, Osiris won. Nice. Nice.
Rigged. Hashtag
Rick hashtag.
I paid him a quick 100 atoms before I came on the show.
Oh yeah,
Paid off.
for sure. Okay. Same deal, Osiris. Just tell me what you wanted, what game from that
You want
list.
me to just message you on Discord?
Sure. Okay. Awkward drum roll. Here we go. Hey, diffs or diffs. I don't know how to pronounce the name. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. It's diffs, right? Is that how you... Okay, cool. Same thing. DM me or just say it in the chat what game you want. It is first come first serve, so whoever, if you guys all pick the same game, there you go. All right, so here we go. 6 more winners. 3, 2, 1. Awkward drum roll. Oh, that person's not in the chat, but I will DM him. Stingia 1500. That's the winner. There you go. Not in the chat, but also one of my earlier followers as well. Okay, so awkward drum roll here. Do me again.
You're cheating now, AOL. You're cheating.
Nanny Moo 0.
Also an amazing name.
I don't know if that person is here or not. I have no clue if that person is here or not. But if you are, DM me. It would have to be on Discord because Twitch, I have it set Twitch DMs where I have to message first, or say it in the chat which one you want. So yeah, cool. 3, 2, 1. Awkward drum roll. Hey, another one of my earlier followers, Ice Zebra. He was one of my first Bloons Tower Defense followers. But yeah, I'll message him later. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, my math is so off right now. 7. Okay, cool. 3 more. Awkward drum roll. Not me again. Hey, Ogre. Ogre won. Nice.
Booger
wins.
I mean, Ogre.
Okay. Woo. Okay, 2 more entries. Let's go. Leisure Suit Larry 3. Wait, what?
No, Ogre. God damn it. I know what that game is.
Oh no.
God, no.
Alright. Awkward drum roll. 3, 2, 1. Hey, Scully. Scully
There
won
you
too.
go.
Yay!
There we go.
I already know what I
Rigged,
want.
man.
Rigged.
Rigged. What is the
Uh-oh.
deal?
It's rigged. Okay, Red, you're gonna get this final one here. Alright, ready?
But it's not rigged if I win.
Yeah, it's not rigged if anyone wins, it is not rigged for that winner. Okay, so
Exactly.
here we go. One more, and it's gonna be me again. All right, 3, 2, 1. Awkward drum roll. Hey, I know that that one's
Okay, Sheo Gorath wins. You can't contest that. Look,
Yeah.
Lord Sheo
And
Gorath
Wabajack.
automatically-
You
Yep.
don't want to.
Yeah.
You don't want to open that door.
and Waba Jack as well. So yeah, those are all the winners, guys. Thanks everyone who entered. Like I said, if you guys did win, DM me on Discord or something, or say it in the chat. Make sure, or if you guys catch it in the chat, I see Ogre saying Little Nightmares.
Yeah,
I
Um,
slid into the DMs and I was like, I should have put it in chat. Fuck.
I saw
Hunter.
I saw Osiris. I didn't see Osiris's message because Discord's up. But that is it, guys. The next distinguished guest will be sometime next month. It's usually going on once a month, but I want to thank again all these guests here for being awesome. And yeah, this was a great conversation with some juicy questions. I will, without sharing a server and knowing my tag, I can put my Discord username in there. I think it's let me try this. There we go. I think that's my Discord username. But yeah, I'll let these fine people do a little outro and give them their schedules for the weekend here, and we will be on our merry way. So, who wants to sell promo once again for their weekend streams if you guys do that?
Well, I have a stream coming this Sunday, and we are going to be in 76, and it's mostly just going to be your kind of standard do some nukes and whatever else, but it's kind of special in that I believe once the new update comes out, we're no longer going to be able to spawn both of the bosses off of one nuke. I think that fix is coming with the next update, so it's kind of like a
Supposed.
farewell to double boss drops stream. It's like, all right, well, listen, got to get them all, get as many as you can in now because once the next update comes out, that's it. It's just back to single nukes. So that's gonna be it for Sunday. And if you want to see that or you want to be a part of that, Doctor_Red_MD. Passing along.
Cyrus.
Oh, you're gonna nominate me this time? All right. Yeah, so catch me on my Twitch, Osiris Devirus, and I stream every. I changed my schedule every Saturday, Sunday, and Monday now. Saturdays are the 7 Days to Die with Twitch integration. So if you want to try and kill me within the game, you are more than welcome to try. It's a ton of chaos and a ton of fun. And next month, last Sunday, we are going to be doing the Baron Ultimatum episode 9, which is a Fallout trivia show. So if you are into that, you might want to stop by. We give away Adams as well, and the All Star series will be starting for this summer, so you don't want to catch that. All right, Faye, it's your turn. I'm nominating you.
Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say, I guess I'll go. So normally Saturdays are my Skyrim day. I'm actually taking tomorrow off because I'm taking a trip and I scored Hamilton tickets on Broadway. So
Ooh, girl,
I'm
Ooh.
taking tomorrow off.
Let's
But
go.
so I may stream some Skyrim on Sunday, or usually Sunday is a bit more of kind of my lighthearted something quick day. So I might just be playing Hades, just fun little rogue like. Let's actually intentionally see how many times I can die on stream. So
I guess that leaves me. I don't stream on the weekends. I do weekday streams mostly, but I stream on my channel, Scullyface, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, and then I stream Wednesdays on the Atomic Stop channel.
And it's me, Bree. I'm casual in a corset. I usually stream Sundays around 12 p.m. EST. I'm not 100% sure I will be on this Sunday. Hopefully, we'll be on, but maybe not. I don't know. And then, like I said, Tuesdays and Thursdays are also stream days, mostly 76, a little bit of Skyrim, and who knows what else soon.
When's the corset battle happening?
I mean, I wear them every Tuesday and Thursday unless I got tummy problems.
This is a shout out for Missy over here more than it is for you, Bree.
We have to reach the community goal first, okay, Osiris? You said 1 million, I said it to 1 million.
All right, does that leave me again? I guess real quick. So I have two people saying Hunter Call of the Wild and two people for Little Nightmares. So I don't know who said what first.
make them fight it out. Make them fight over it.
Yeah.
So okay, so for
Then
Hunter
Fallout
Call
76, because I'm down.
Yeah.
Naked knife fights. Let's go.
for Alright, so for Little Nightmares, I see Ogre and Scully Face. Have to hash that out. For Hunter Call of the Wild, Nanny Moo and Osiris have to hash that out. Um, so okay, so Nanny
Oh, thank
says
you,
whatever's left. Okay.
Thank you.
Cool. Okay. I'm trying to uh-oh. Scully and Ogre are are let's
I
see
checked
what
the
what
timestamps.
yeah, I'm checking the stunt. What was the
Ogre
let's see.
Ogre
ladies
said it a minute
first.
after
Two
me.
uh-oh. Ooh.
Minute.
Dang. Dang,
Minute.
okay.
A minute.
Okay. Ogre, you're gonna have to pick a different game.
I'm sorry.
I was
Ogre.
like, do you have like a little timeout option? Timeout Ogre's chats there.
Okay, I sent it to I sent one key to Diffs. I don't know if Iron Gopher's still here. Okay, so Iron Gopher says payday. Yes, it should be available. Let me see. Yes. Okay, I'll DM you
Good
the it's payday 2 with some random bonus bundle. So I'll DM it over Twitch here.
I will say this: I played Payday a ton, and it is a really good game.
I killed a hand-me-down laptop playing Payday. It would last for about 20 minutes. I could get through a heist before the laptop crashed.
As long as you finished.
There we go. Iron Gopher, I sent you the keys. So I will send the key Little Nightmare to Scully. Ogre, what game do you want out of those lists? I know a lot of them are like indies.
I
and
heard he
smaller
wanted
ones.
Little Kitty's Adventure Island.
You mean Hello Kitty?
Yeah.
Oh man. Or was it Hello Kitty what was the one from South Park? Hello Kitty.
Yeah, Hello Kitty's Adventure Island.
Oh, that was? Okay.
Yeah, it's the one that Butters plays all the time.
Yeah, I thought it was Hello I thought the subtitle was something else. I don't remember.
Island Adventures, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm gonna look it up.
Do you have I can give you did someone claim Brother Tale 2 Sons? I know that's like a solid
That's
smaller
a solid game.
solid smaller developer game. I can give that one to you. That's probably like the bigger named out of the rest of these that are there.
Jesus Christ, Ogre.
I'm gonna DM it to you on Twitch, Ogre.
Put this man in a cage and lock the door. Throw away the key.
Oh my
There you go, Ogre. I sent it over to you. Am I missing anyone else from chat that won? Let's see. So Osiris is getting called a wild. I sent. Oh wait, did I send one to Nanny yet? I don't know if I sent one to.
Nanny said whatever, I think.
Okay.
Nanny said I will take whatever is left. It's all good.
Okay. Do you want? I don't know.
What else is there? Hold on.
A Homeworld remastered collection.
Magicka's a really good game. I had a lot of fun with Magicka. It's good.
yeah,
with playing
Magicka's
with
there, too.
multiple people. And remember, don't cross the streams.
Yep.
Okay, so my cat just started to step on my router, and I was like, "Can you please not turn off my internet?" So he stepped off the router onto the power button of Gopher's computer instead.
Ooh, GG's.
Cats will be cats.
I'm sending Nanny Magicka.
Oh my God,
There we go.
Buttspot needs to be put in jail.
Seriously.
Oh man.
Wow.
Naughty Jill, there you go.
Alright, Nanny, I sent it over on Twitch. The game key for Magicka. I think the rest are not here. So with that being said, who do you guys want to raid?
Oh boy, we get to choose.
collectively. And I guess since I didn't go, tomorrow I'll be doing some more Bloons Tower Defense in the morning,
Usually
Eastern
while
time.
Everyone's on.
So
Fenwa is on.
yeah, I think Fenwell's getting off soon because usually him and I he usually starts
What are we rating? Fallout 76
uh,
content or
just people that we know. I don't know.
okay?
I guess in the Fallout community, I do see Fenwa,
Yep.
but I don't know how much longer he's gonna be on for.
You know what's funny? I have like 20 people playing Elden Ring right now, and I'm not even
Yeah.
surprised.
Yeah.
Seriously, I was just noticing the same thing.
Elden Ring across the board.
Let's see. I'm looking at 76. I don't see anyone that I know in 76.
Oh, maybe Knight Taylor's a good option.
Who?
Knight Taylor.
Oh, I
He's,
see him.
Fenwell.
Affiliate celebration.
Yeah.
He's doing legacy giveaways. So
He's
there
got a
you
crazy
go.
collection, so
He's level 2500 with 4500 hours apparently according to his title or her title. I don't
yeah,
know.
I'm pretty sure he's put more time in than all of us combined. He's
So-
that man.
Ooh, I see Montator gifting that person some subs. I mean, we can do that. I have no idea who that person is, so it'll be new to me.
They're good people.
Oh yeah.
Hey, look, someone gifted me a sub to Fenwa. Speaking of Fen, that's funny. Yeah, we can raid Night Taylor. Let's see.
I got you, homie.
Let's pull up the raid thing. Yeah, so yeah, here we go. But yeah, thanks again everyone for coming out, and hopefully we get to see you in our streams next whenever that is. So adios guys.
Bye.
Boom. There's the raid.